Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Hey, Daddy, this a dollar beat.
BoxingVoice.com.
No matter what nobody say, man, spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, your kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar over. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for $300 million, and I made $350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on an app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game could see the boxing boys.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another morning edition with the Boxing Voice Radio. It is Monday morning. We're right back at it, and we're here to discuss some very good news. Now, it is a possibility, and the only reason we're even discussing this is because, you know, Gervonta Tank Davis endorsed it. Other than that, we wouldn't really be talking about this. But, you know, very popular influencer on Twitter, Ray Jackson, tweeted out that there was a possibility of Gervonta Tank Davis and David Benavidez being on the same card. Now, we know that Mauricio Suleiman came out and said that, you know, David could be fighting in June, mid-June, and now it's being announced that Tank is fighting in June, mid-June. So all signs are pointing to the possibility of him and David being on the same card. And then when Ray Jackson tweeted it, obviously Tank Davis endorsed it with an emoji that I'll pull up here in a bit. But who do we have? Is that Danny? Ring walk? Danny? Are you there? I guess not. All right. So this is what we're going to be talking about. If anybody is interested in calling in, we have our Discord available and our Twitter Spaces available as well. Also,
what it do, champ? What it do?
Oh, good morning. Good morning. Part 2 of our interview has dropped with David Benavidez, and it is only for the members at this time. I think it gets released for everybody else on the 11th. But if you're a member at the lowest level, you still are able to see it, and that has been released. So No Smoke Boxing is reporting the same, and their source is Deportes W Radio. So I'm going to screen share that as well. And all right, that's not what you're supposed to see. This is. So as you can see, No Smoke Boxing is reporting the Tank and Benavidez on the same card. Obviously, it's a question mark, right? There's nothing confirmed as of now, but it looks like the planned date for Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin is reportedly June 15th, which, like I said, Mauricio Suleiman revealed that David versus Alexander Usyk would take, not Usyk, but Gvozdyk would take place June 15th. So I still have to show you the tweet that kind of gave people the confirmation that this is true because, again, people
Or
feel,
hope.
well, they feel Tank endorsed it. Did you see it? I guess he didn't, but
Yeah,
I'll
no,
share
I
it.
saw it. I
Okay.
know. I mean, that's why I spoke on it.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I took from it.
Oh shit!
It
So he
definitely.
deleted it already.
Oh wow.
Oh man. Hey
Well, so much
Danny,
for
I know
that.
you listening, Danny. So go ahead and send it to me. I'm sure he screen shared it. But here is the deleted tweet. See, it says, this page doesn't exist. Wow, that was literally just there. But we all know Tank is tweeting delete, so you can take my word that he said it. Maybe he got the phone call like, hey, take that down. We didn't want to reveal that just yet. I don't know. Let me see if it still shows on Ray Jackson's tweet, which I don't see it. But this is the tweet from Ray Jackson that made Tank endorse it. So, yeah, he took it off that quick. It's all good. We know he did it, and I'm sure someone will DM it to me here in just a bit. Like I said, shout out to my man. What is it? Dan the Man on Boxing already sent it to me. So here's the screen share of the deleted Tank tweet where he, smiles with the sly face. I guess that sly face emoji where, he smiles like, yeah, And he gave people
It's like a smirk.
He gave people the confirmation that this could be true and that Ray Jackson could be telling the truth. So this is what we're going to be talking about. For my hardcores, though, we'll be back this afternoon to talk what's next for Raymond Savage Ford after his big win this Saturday on ESPN and Top Rank. Today, we're talking Tank Davis, David Benavidez, the possibility of the two on the same card. What's going on, my friend?
What's up, brother? How you feeling?
I'm all good. Now, there's some other clues via Jake Donovan and Fight Hype. I don't know when things changed to not given the story, but him and Fight Hype have this thing going on where they, do emojis and, have the world guess the news that they know. So if you go through this particular tweet that I am screen sharing, there's going to be dozens of people giving their hypothetical to his tweet, which, he says, have a feeling Fight Hype and I will be running through every emoji to describe the news that's about to come through this week. So he put boxing, so we know it's boxing. You got the Mexican flag, the American flag. I'm going to assume that's the Ecuadorian flag. And then you have the Vazdek Ukrainian flag. Fire emoji, T-Mobile. So now people obviously are taking this and running deeper, right? Some people are saying the Mexican flag is for Canelo versus Munguia, Tank versus Frank, because those are two Americans. Then you got your Ecuadorian versus your Ukrainian. So again, I don't know why they don't just, break the news, but they want you to guess. Now, I also took it like Mexican, American, Ecuadorian. That's why there's three flags versus Vazdek at the T-Mobile with no mention of Tank. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, that's an Ecuadorian flag, right?
I'm pulling up the original tweet to see for myself.
Well, I'm sharing that one, but I think
yeah,
that's...
but you know how you could hover over it.
Oh, yeah, let me hover over it. You're right.
But it's not even giving me nothing.
Ecuador. So it's like I'm saying,
okay.
Many people, let me click on this so you can see some of the comments, right? Some people think it's Frank Tank. I'm thinking no. I'm thinking he's teasing everyone. It's not Frank Tank. He threw 3
Yo.
flags just to tell you David, because David is Mexican. David is Mexican-American. David is
I agree.
Ecuadorian. So I think this is only one announcement via Jake Donovan, which indicates David versus Vazdek will be at T-Mobile with no mention of Tank and Frank. But going down, look, you got Mexican flag from one of our own listeners, Dom, who says Canelo versus Crawford, Benavidez versus Vazdek. And then he's thinking. Elohim James says it looks like Canelo's next 4 fights. He also listens and calls into the show. But you scroll down, look, Tank versus Rayo because you got the American and the Mexican flag. Benavidez versus Vazdek because you got the Ecuadorian and the Ukrainian flag. And then at the T-Mobile. So it is mixed signals. You can interpret it how you want. Again, I don't know why not just break the news as reporters do. But look at this one that says Benavidez, Tank. Martin is not Ecuadorian, so this is all wrong. But Vazdek is Ukrainian, you know. The next one.
I feel like there's probably shit not finalized.
You said you feel like there's what? I'm sorry, I didn't catch it.
There's probably things not finalized with it.
For sure. But again, according to him, he and Fight Hype know what's going on, and they put out the emoji hieroglyphics. What are you making of that? You sticking with me and it's just one fight, or you think it has anything to do with?
I mean, that's how I took it when I saw it. I took it as a David and Vosdick fight.
That's it, right?
Because it's like you're not gonna claim, like, if you're gonna call him Ecuadorian, you're gonna call him Mexican also, right? Like you're gonna give them both, and if you give them both, there's a good chance you give him his actual, you feel me, where he was born in the U.S. of A. So that's what I took it as. I'm gonna be honest though. Maybe I was too tired. Maybe I was high. I ain't pick up on the T-Mobile. You feel me?
Yeah, I started, the last time they broke the news, Fight Hype used 2 T's, VT, so it was like Tim versus Thurman. We just didn't catch on. So since then, I just considered every T means something, and then the phone, it just makes sense, T-Mobile. But this is crazy. This is what boxing has become. We have to decipher tweets and emojis, and, this is where we're at. Hopefully we do get an announcement because, look, I would be thanking Al Haymon if he does do the right thing because, individually, can Tank go on pay-per-view with Martin? Of course. They could do whatever the fuck they want. Is it going to be a strong pay-per-view? Probably not. Throwing Benavidez on the undercard versus Vazdek, that can strengthen it because Vazdek alone also is in its own pay-per-view with David. I just prefer for this news to be real, hopefully. What's the probability of that? I would say maybe 60-40, 40% that this is true, 60 that it is not. And I'm just saying 40 because it's like whenever something looks logical, it usually doesn't happen, right? Like this makes sense for us, the consumer, but they may not look at it that way and end up separating these 2 fights and we end up having to come out our wallet twice, which isn't what we should have to do. But Marco, what's up? I don't know if you're all caught up on the news. Is that
nope.
That is enough.
What news?
The news, the possibility of Gervonta Tank Davis, Frank Martin, and David Benavidez and Alexander Vazdek on the same card, June 15th, probably, possibly. What do you think?
I'm surprised that, I guess I'm not. Tank will obviously had any card, except if Canelo's fighting on it. But Benavidez being on the undercard, it's a great night of fights. How possible is this? How is this a reality?
I think if anybody's not gonna be, big-headed about not wanting to be a co-main, it's David. And I strongly believe I asked this question to him on the second part. I only got through like 9 minutes of it, and I had to, get busy, so I didn't even see it fully myself. But I'm pretty sure there was a member's question where they asked me to ask David, would he fight on the undercard, or it was a Jose question, and I already asked Jose on my last Jose interview. Not sure, but I know that question was asked by me to either of the two, and they didn't take it negatively, so I can see it happening. I can see David being the undercard because, again, someone in that family, either him or his dad, already answered it directly to me.
That'll be interesting. I mean, I think Gervonta walks directly through Frank Martin in a very uncompetitive fight.
What? Did you?
I do.
Wait, because I know I forgot this is the new Cash Weezy, y'all. Did you know that they sparred?
I did not. What happened?
Well, there you go. Do you still think he walks through him? You know what I'm saying? Because there's stories out already, and Frank certainly doesn't feel like he will get walked through based off the sparring.
Well, I'll say one thing. I mean, I've been in the gym many years, many times, and obviously and that doesn't mean anything to me unless they sparred numerous times and the same outcome happened every time. One sparring session doesn't, especially when was this? When did they spar, do you know?
Nah, I don't know exactly. I would have to do
all that stuff matters. People
research.
Don't realize that.
Danny knows. I think Danny probably, were you there? Because it was in Mayweather's gym.
No, but I'm trying to think which camp it was for. I want to say, so Tank was the one in camp, not Frank. Frank just happened to be in Vegas, if I'm not mistaken. What Southpaw has Tank fought recently? Help me out.
Zero Southpaws.
So wait, so you guys.
So neither one of them have fought Southpaws?
I don't think so.
Because
I know Frank ain't fought us.
Martin, I think Duno.
That's not a question. That's not. I know he hasn't. In his entire professional career, he has not faced not one.
Who, Martin?
Absolutely.
Oh wow, I thought so. Duno's not. I gotta double check.
Bro, I remember going through that shit.
Okay.
It wasn't a single Southpaw on there.
Take your word for it.
So to be clear, Ness, you think that Frank Martin will be very competitive or beat Tank?
I mean, I think that Frank Martin is better than a lot of opponents that Tank has already faced, and has more power than a lot of opponents that Tank has already faced. He's 18-0 with 12 KOs. He showed us he could get a late round stoppage. It was a 12th round stoppage that he got on Artem. When he needed it most. Same like Oshaki. Not same. Obviously, those men got knockouts, Oshaki and Ford. But
what are you talking about? What are you talking about stoppage?
No, he got a knockdown.
Frank Martin is 12 KOs, not 18 KOs. You said 18 KOs. I thought.
18 wins, 12 KOs.
Oh, but you didn't answer the question. Does he
get walked through? Yeah, he doesn't get walked through at all.
Does he win?
It's hard to bet against the favorite. He's the favorite for a reason. I just think it's going to be more competitive than what we think. Again, if Leo can be competitive for however long it lasts, there were a lot of people. I mean, Gamboa was competitive with one leg.
Okay. So when I said walkthrough, maybe those were poor choice of words, but I think we're going to see the same thing we always see. Maybe some competition in the first few rounds and then an eraser. Boop.
So you think he stops him too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you don't think no one's chin can hold up to Tank's punch? Remember, Gennady never got stopped, and neither did
Ward. I didn't say nobody. Did
Kessler ever get stopped? Mikkel? I don't even think Frotch ever got stopped. There's a lot of dudes that got granite chins in boxing, bro.
Sure. I just don't think Frank is gonna. Frank didn't look too good to me his last
what's
fight.
the indicator? Have you ever seen him hurt?
It's not more with Frank. It's more what Gervonta has shown me.
Yeah, but I think you're underestimating Frank's power. We got IBF champion, former Olympian, in Jojo Diaz, who could not stop Jerry Perez. We got Justin Paldo, could not stop, right? Who else? Michelle Rivera could not stop. Jerry Perez, and we see the trouble he is as a journeyman. But I got my first guest here. Tyler, what up?
What's going on, Des? How you doing?
I'm good. Is it too early for you, champ?
Nah, I'm working, but I could talk for a little bit.
So
if you wanna,
it's
if you want.
Yavar, right?
Yeah, Tyler Yavar, yeah.
You know I be butchering names. I want to make sure I pronounce it right. Obviously, I wanted to get you on the show, man. I know that you had that opportunity to get some work in with David out in Miami. And, you know, as a young amateur, that is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. I'm glad that when I called your coach, you and him were willing and available and jumped for the opportunity, man. So I just wanted to know about it. Obviously, I don't need details on the sparring and things like that, but just your experience as an amateur being able to get in there with a champion like that.
It just showed me that there's levels. You know, it's a big difference between being a top
Champ, grab
amateur.
that phone so we can reuse this, man. People need to see you.
Hold on, let me step out. Hold up.
My man's at work, Nas.
Nah, I hear him, baby. Listen, blue collar, baby. He gonna make it. He gonna make it. We gotta grind from the bottom, and that's why I called them. I want to see him at the top, man. And this is the type of work that every young fighter needs. You know, this is a mental check and a gut check. You know what I'm saying? You get to know whether you belong if you can hang with the Mexican monster. So, I'm certainly interested in you know how things went for you.
Nah, it just showed me that there's levels.
Don't go too far. Don't go too far because you're going to lose the Wi-Fi.
You can't hear me? Hold on.
I can, but you're freezing up.
Hold on.
And right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're with national champ Tyler Yavar. He was in Miami sparring with David. This was the sparring that I set up for David. I got to check in with the other guy, see if he also was able to get some work. But Tyler, man, talk to us. Hopefully the connection's better.
You can hear me?
Yes. He's freezing. Shit.
And a top pro.
You froze up, Tyler.
And it was a very humbling experience. That's the best way to put it.
Can you start over? You froze. You know? You're like frozen, but the audio is working.
It's eye-opening, I guess. You know.
Damn, he doesn't hear me. The service is that bad. All right, fuck. I tried, y'all. I tried.
You set him up to spar Benavidez?
I did.
Yeah, I know. You know David Flat Sparks?
Of course. Hold on a minute. Let me see if it's gonna be any better.
He's out there sparring David too.
Is it any better? Yes, it sounds better. So can you just start over? We missed everything you said.
Yeah, it's just a humbling experience. You know, there's a difference between being a top amateur and a top professional. Well, I can't even say top professional. He's like literally the best in the world, if not like top 5 pound for pound, however you want to slice it or dice it. So it's a huge jump going from, you know, that national level to fighting the best fighters as an amateur to, you know, arguably fighting one of the best, you know, boxers as a professional on the planet. So it was very, very humbling, you know.
Nah, for sure. How did he treat you? Because I hear he worked with you, so he wasn't trying to kill you.
I don't. Who said that?
Are you saying he ain't worked with you? Goddamn. Because that's what I heard. I heard he worked with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't trying to.
That's what I'm saying is levels. I mean, I don't know like what his like definition of work is. Or...
Tyler, you wilding right now. So it was.
No. I'm not saying that. Like to me, it felt like if I made like a couple mistakes, like it could have, like
Been
I
over.
really like I had to lock in because he let it be known right away, like this is my house, like this is the big leagues, like he let me know like right away.
Damn,
So
I hope he didn't think because I set it up for him that I sent him like this dude that I think could beat on him. Because I'm really just sending you because you're in the area, you need the work, and you're bigger than him. You've been a natural 75-pounder all your life. So I hope, he didn't go in there like trying to teach you no lesson because of me, because
nah,
that's
he did.
fucked
He did.
up.
He definitely did, bro. He definitely did. I made like some adjustments, but he was just on another level. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like, nah, he just on another level.
Well,
Um,
what were you able to learn from it?
you always got to be ready. You always got to be ready,
So
especially
wait,
because I'm
so by that you mean conditioning wise, like you weren't in the gym when I called you?
nah,
Nah, what? Nah, I wasn't in the gym, or nah, I'm wrong with
nah.
what I said.
I just got back in the gym.
Oof. So you was out of shape for this one. Damn. It
Yeah,
still was
so
a
I'm.
it still was a once in a lifetime experience. So
Oh
I'm
yeah, yeah.
happy.
Nah, 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 for
I'm
sure.
happy you still did it and took it. It's an experience. And in Florida, it's hard to get that type of work out here. Let's be real.
Yeah. It was definitely a good experience. Like, damn, like it was like fuck. If I was, maybe in better shape, I could have made a better account of myself. But it was like you said, it was a good opportunity. So
So did he?
shout out to him.
Are you going back, or is it just too far and one and done? Cause I know it's far. Fuck, it was far for me. I couldn't even make it to watch. I wanted to go, but I had to do the show.
Bro, it's a it's essentially like a 5 hour drive there and a 5 hour drive back.
Nah, you ain't lying, bro. I know exactly
So
what you fucking mean.
it's and that's the type of thing where you have to be in dog shape. Like you can't do that shit off the couch. You
Nah,
can't.
for sure. But
Um,
if he brings you into camp, maybe they'll put you up in Miami where you ain't got to fly. I mean, drive up. I said fly. Where you ain't got to drive up and down.
yeah, I don't know. I guess they call Chip and they could talk about that or whatever. But you know, it was
So
just a cool experience, man. Thank you for it was real cool just to have my name even mentioned with a guy like that from you. So shout out to you, man. Thank you.
Nah, man, of course, man. I want to see you win. So what is next with you? I know you won at the Nationals. Are you like going
I didn't
to?
win. I didn't win.
No.
No,
Oh,
I got I'm not a I never won a national. I got a bronze at the qualifier, and then I didn't even qualify for the trials, but they let me go in as a wild card,
okay.
and I went in and I came in third at the trials.
So what's the
I,
next
I
step? Are
lost in this.
you deciding pro or?
No, I don't want to do amateurs anymore. So I just got to sit down and I guess if anything, we could just gonna get it out the mud because I was hoping somebody would see me at the trials, maybe want to pick me up or something, but that didn't happen. So if anything, I'm just gonna start when and if I start my pro career. I start the local level, like fighting like St. Pete, Tampa,
For
and
sure.
just you know build
Don't
my
forget
record
Pro
up here.
Box, man. Pro Box is doing their thing in Plant City, bro. I'm
Yeah, and
sure. Haven't you sparred with Lopez,
yeah,
Najee?
I sparred Najee.
Yeah, I mean
They went.
they've turned him pro, and he's 10 fights in, fighting on television, doing well.
Yeah, that's another pretty decent relationship I have with those guys too. So, um, we just got to sit down and talk because nobody's really been in the gym and we haven't really been talking about a game plan. So it's just like, all right, what the fuck are we doing? And I know I'm not staying amateur,
Yeah.
so I have no desire to. Because what people don't understand is like I spent like $1,200 to go to the trials, and you're in a hotel room and you're sharing a hotel room with 2, 3 other people, like, and you got to drive up there, and you like, because the flight is expensive, and you got to rent a car. It's just like, bro, like, amateurs, it costs a lot of money.
Nah, hell yeah, it's a fucking
It costs a
journey,
lot
man.
But don't get me, I'm not saying that to complain. It was beautiful, bro. Like, it's priceless. Like, that's probably one of the greatest moments of my life was going to these national tournaments. But it's like we're getting older now. Like, you can't just be like spending money on that. It's like it's time to make money, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't just start doing this. I've been doing this for like 8 years now. So it doesn't get higher than the Olympic trials. So yeah, I'm done with the amateurs.
Bet, man. Well, I'm happy, bro. Like I said, I'm happy that you were able to have that experience, and you know we're gonna continue to follow you. And if you turn pro, we're gonna be supporting you, man. And I'll talk to Jose to see what they thinking. If they want to do anything in terms of camp, I'll let them know that it would only make sense if you can be put up. The ride is just too much. But appreciate you coming on, champ. Definitely keep me updated if anything changes in terms of you going pro, and I'm gonna also get Chip on as well.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sure he'd love to be on.
For sure, Tyler. Appreciate you, man. Have a good day.
All right, brother. Thank you.
All right. There you have it, y'all. Tyler Yavar, one of the guys that were able to spar with David Benavidez while David is starting camp. And he got a heavy David. Let's be real, man. David is in the – I can't even believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm talking to Jose, and he's like, yeah, no, David, he was going to do some stuff out there, personal stuff, and he just decided to stay. And I'm like, oh, shit. And he's like, yeah, so I'm flying out, and we're just going to hold camp. And I'm like, okay. So I get there, and I'm thinking it's pre-camp. And he's like, nah, man, now this is how we do it. We start sparring right from the beginning. So if you know anybody, I'm like, what the fuck? Dude's first week in the camp already sparring. That's bananas. Yo, what up?
Man said it was humbling. It was eye-opening. It made me realize that there's levels. Bro, you sent him in there. You ain't even know if he was in shape. You just sent him in there, and he got his ass beat.
Nah, that's not how it go. First of all, I asked him, did he want? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you in shape, that's not my job. You got to be like, yes and no. That's not my job.
Nah, I just thought you've been in the gyms. Oh, you seen him in the gym. You knew he was, you feel me? He was
As a fighter, I've been there, man. You always take those opportunities when they come. If you have an opportunity to get in with somebody like that and learn and be in that environment, you take it even if you're out of shape. That's on him. If he knew he was out of shape, he could have said no.
Yeah. And he chose not to. That's the heart of a true fighter. You don't pass up that experience, and he showed that. So, hopefully, some of these managers see that and give him an opportunity. I wanted to also send my boy over there from St. Pete, but he got to fight this week, don't he? Raj Kalai. I'm fucking up his name, bro. Y'all know his name. Hot Rod.
Yeah.
I think he fights versus Sullivan Barrera on Pro Box, no? I'll look it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's this week. Let me pull up Dan's schedule.
But I'm not getting a response back from his trainer, so we can go ahead and open up phone lines for anybody that wants to call in to discuss the topic. Gervonta Tank Davis and David Benavidez possibly on the same card. And yeah, this is what we're talking about.
Yo, did you know Jermaine was gonna be there Friday too?
Bro, no. I can't.
Told you
It was too big of a show anyway. I wasn't going. I thought to myself, if somehow there's not a lot of callers, which is never, I could still maybe make it while they mid sparring. But that wasn't the case.
Sure.
That was not the case. You know how that goes.
I don't see anything for Pro Box until next week.
Nah, just look up Sullivan's name.
That's next week, the 13th.
Versus Hot Rod?
So next Wednesday. So in 9 days.
9 days, next Wednesday. There you go.
Yep.
There you go. Phone lines are open if you want to call in. Discord is available. Twitter Spaces is available for those that want to voice their opinion on the possibility of Tank and David being on the same card. That should generate some good numbers because, you got two dudes that produce excitement and stoppages.
Yeah.
Word.
I think Benavidez is on another level, and it's crazy how he's not at the same level as a Tank in terms of popularity when his performances are pretty close to.
But they're not though. They're not. Tank is getting blast you out of their knockouts. Benavidez is more of a overwhelmer. He's a
volume,
swarmer, volume guy. Tank is one pop, and you're like,
So I'll say, although on the smaller scale, I do feel that Benavidez has that connection with some of the younger Mexicans. I've seen him tied with a lot of the huge Mexican artists like Nadia Hernandez and others. So I think that he has his own tie. Smaller scale, granted, smaller scale, but he has it. So I think that he'll bring out the fans that maybe Tank missed out on, if that makes any sense. So it's the green print in its own sense. It's like I fill these voids,
Yeah, I don't know who was in charge back then. There was like a three-headed beast. You had Schaefer, Haymon, and Oscar. But back then, they would put Canelo on Floyd's undercards. We didn't really get that with David, right? Has David ever been on a Tank undercard?
I don't think
he's been on the Earl undercard twice.
Yeah,
Earl
he did
co-main
do the Mikey.
twice.
I remember he did the Mikey. I was there for that.
He
That
did
shit
the
was
Mikey.
epic.
He did the Mikey in Cowboy Stadium, and then he was co-main in LA for the Sean Porter fight, and that's when David fought Darrell. Yeah, that's when David fought Darrell, which up to that point was his best opponent, in my opinion.
Wow.
And
I didn't remember that.
Ness, now that we mentioned it, both of those fights took place in 2019. So we both remember, the uproar of fans when David walked out in Dallas. When he was co-main for the Spence fight, you and I were there, and there was just an uproar. Fans definitely were there in support of him. That was a big event. So I think that it'd be huge, bro. Honestly, I think it'd be huge for David and just a huge event, because again, David's going to bring out the Mexican fans that perhaps Tank isn't bringing out. So I think it's going to be a nice mix. Ness, you and I were there. I think it'll be a similar crowd to the Gervonta Pitbull Cruz crowd, where you had a lot of the LA Mexicans that were there. I think we'll see a lot of that, a nice mixture.
Yo.
Still going to be pro Tank, but a nice mixture of people.
Plot twist. Rayo's announcing his fight soon. So, there's been many people thinking that he can be a fucking Tank opponent. But remember that he's managed by David's father, Jose. So maybe he's on the undercard because the same management. How many times has he been on Rayo been on a David card? Shout out to Dan the Man again.
Real quick. Oh, Rayo's been on a David card a number of times. But real quick, I did want to, get to the fact of the emojis.
From Jake Donovan.
Yeah, because wasn't it people saying it would be Frank because it was two American flags?
I told you, Hector Garcia southpaw. Just to sum that up, and that's recent.
Yeah. That was Hector. Okay, so maybe it was for the Hector camp. But what I'm saying is, I said Frank had never fought a southpaw. You asked about
Oh, yes,
Tank.
you did. You did say that.
I said I was uncertain, but what I did know was that Frank wasn't in camp when they sparred. From my understanding, it was Tank. That's why I asked what recent southpaw did Tank fight. But
Dan the Man
You know,
seems to believe that it's going to be Rayo versus Hector. No, Rayo de los Santos 2.
oh, and Hector Garcia?
I don't think that's true because, bro, I've been hitting up De Los Santos. He's still in DR.
Well,
And
I was
last
gonna
I
say,
talked to
but
Samson at the last Pro Box in person, he said De Los Santos is in DR till further
I
notice.
just I just wanted to state that for those weighing heavy on the emojis, Rayo was born in Mexico. Let's be clear. So,
Okay.
you know, he may reside in the US, maybe grew up in the US.
But he the real deal
But
Mexican.
but he's from Los Mochis, and anybody that knows about Los Mochis, that's to me, that is the boxing capital of Mexico. Los Mochis, Sinaloa. So look, man, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. I saw the tweet, obviously, that is now deleted by Tank, where Ray Jackson insinuated or asked the question of Benavidez being on Tank's undercard or both of them being on the same card, and Tank replied with a smirk. So, you know, that does give me some hope. Hopefully, we hear something soon, right?
Hopefully.
And maybe this is a positive sign of you know, them hearing maybe not the most positive feedback from the first card announced in Thurman Zoo, and you know, them making adjustments, them doing what's needed to help the sport. The phone lines are open if you guys want to call in, smash the like button. Discord and Twitter and X Space is available if you want to do that.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Suleiman, what up? The Scholar.
Yeah, how you doing? Yo, how you doing? How you doing this? Yeah, man, that's fantastic news that they're gonna work together and they're gonna provide good content. Those two fighters are very exciting. They have exciting styles and they're gonna entertain the people real proper like and the entertainment. Also, Amanda Serrano, you got any update on her condition? Because the fight was canceled. Is she gonna reschedule that fight?
I mean, bro, it should just happen. You know, we gotta wait to see what's up with her eye. She said just yesterday or this morning, she says she's taking her drops like the doctor recommended.
Yo, was it true that it happened because she got her hair done and some of the chemicals from her getting her hair done got in her eye?
That is what they are saying.
When that happened the same day?
That is
Night
what they're saying.
before.
You do your hair every day, so I can see it happening the night before, same day.
Wow.
So great boxing talk, and also that guy, that little Puerto Rican dude that fought on the undercard, that Jonathan Gonzalez guy, he fight real good from a southpaw stance. He beat that tough little Puerto Rican dude too, El Chulo, Santiago. That was a pretty good fight, and Jake Paul doing his thing, you know what I'm saying, knocking this dude out in the first round. I think Jake Paul should fight that WBC champion, the one that beat Junior, and see if he could become a world champion, man. And
don't say the one that beat Junior Makabu.
Yeah, I want to see him going against
Why
Junior
you
Makabu.
wildin', bro? He can't be Noel.
He's not ready.
He's not ready for Noel,
He's
bro.
not
You
ready?
crazy?
He needs a good 3
He's
5.
big, he's strong, he's solid.
My
he keeps throwing
dude,
punches, man.
come on, bro. Like, did you see Noel beat up Makabu?
Yeah, but this guy could hit too. He's bigger, man. He's big. He's gonna come in like
I'm gonna double check. I don't even think Jake statistically is bigger than that guy, bro. That guy, I think he has a 75-inch reach.
Jake has good skills, but you gotta marinate. Experience is everything.
Yeah, I mean, you talking about world-class level. That dude's never been on the world-class. Like, Jake's never fought no one, not even one former world champ. That's important. You can't just jump up from the Rhino to fucking Noel Milalenkian or however the fuck you pronounce his name.
All right, I take your word for that, boss. But I just want to see the kid with a belt, a real original belt on his waist, man. He's a gym rat, man. You see how the way he's conditioning himself. So yeah,
he
man.
puts
So
in the
thank you
work.
guys for having me.
I would like to see him beat like a Steve Cunningham first. Like again, this division is so barren. It's crazy, but
Thank you.
I don't know. That guy that you talking about, Noel, he fought Meredith British. He fought fucking I forgot that what is that guy's name from Poland, man? Nah, that this dude is he's pedigree, bro. You gotta be ready if you're Jake to go at the top, man. I don't know. I need Jake at least with one former world champ. Like again, even Noel didn't win his first title shot or attempt at a diamond belt versus Meredith British. I don't know. That would be a leap. That would be a big leap. Moose, what up?
Good morning, TBV.
Buenos dias.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Al Haymon. I mean, it ain't confirmed yet, but shout out to him. This is good for boxing. Let me see. Yeah, man, I just ordered some Jordan 1s for like $15 on Instagram on this damn Foot Locker ad. First pair of my life. So I'm happy about that.
You better hope that was a real Foot Locker ad. What the hell? $15 Jordans? I ain't never heard of that shit in my life.
Nah, hey, brother.
Them
Let
shit's
me
about
tell
to
you
come
something.
straight from
You
Temu.
just hold
Yeah.
on, brother. Let me tell him something. You just got.
Nah, it just make sure it's real
Bro,
Foot Locker, man.
bro. Let me tell you something. You can't buy Jordan socks for $15.
Bro, it was a coupon, Black Friday style. Don't be putting that negativity out there, bro. He was on the Foot Locker app, right?
Yeah, I hear you, man. You the
Hey, I
delusional.
really get got. It looked official, so I'm hoping. If it don't happen, I'll let y'all know for sure. You feel what I'm saying?
But oh man, I ain't even gonna turn it into that. Danny, why you put that in the air, bro? We was waiting on his $15 Jordans.
Bro, look, man. You claim you care about the callers. I'm telling them the fucking truth. You got, my friend. You
Not
feel
if
me?
it was a real Foot Locker app.
I probably did, but we're gonna find out. It was an ad. I was scrolling through storylines and the ad popped up.
Yeah, you better make sure if it's not the Instagram, you contact Instagram for that shit. Oh my God. Go ahead, champ.
Yeah, and earlier y'all spoke on Gervonta and David Benavidez, the difference between them and how they draw people. And, I'm not denying what y'all said, but I would also like to add that Gervonta could also be bigger because of the name that is behind him, that name being Floyd Mayweather, just like Ryan Garcia. He's a one-punch knockout artist. We all love the one-punch knockouts, but he also got Oscar De La Hoya pushing him. So, that makes a big difference in the ability to draw a crowd. So I think that's about all I really wanted to say. Shout out to Raymond Ford. I didn't watch the fight. I did watch the highlight. At the end of the highlight, I dropped a couple tears. But yeah, it was beautiful. And shout out TBV. Shout out to everybody listening. I hope everybody has a blessed day. Salute.
Yo, Nuss. Did you do a live fight chat for that one?
Nah, you kidding me? For which one? For
Bro,
Ford?
For Ray Ford, yeah.
Nah. I watched it, but I was,
My reaction was stupid. Oh my God. Because I was tuned in from round one, right?
Yeah.
And I picked for it. And I expected it to be a tough fight. But wow. And I didn't know what the scorecards was like. Like, bro, that was dope. That was a dope fight. But yeah, my friend, if you believe you got a pair of Jordans, especially Air Jordans, not the team Jordans, not the Jordans most Mexicans wear, but if you believe you got a pair of Air Jordans, those are the numbered, Jordan 1s, Jordan 2s, etc., right? If you believe you got that and you paid under if you believe you paid $15 and you got them, no, brother, those are Temu Jordans is what you got, or you got is what you got. You feel me?
That's some funny shit.
There go Danny, bro. Why you doing that, Danny?
Bro, because the newborns, let me tell you, the newborns, they don't even sell them as shoes. They're like footies, right?
Let that man
Newborn.
check his receipt
No, champ,
and
let me tell you.
the ad.
Champ, listen.
That's crazy if
Back in the
Instagram is
day,
allowing
back in the day,
ads that
listen,
are
back in the
fucking
day
fake.
when I'm living in Chicago, you know, my sister, she was a newborn. Every week, champ. Every week. Call my mother right now. God strike me dead if I'm lying. Every week she was getting a new pair of shoes, whether they was Jordans, Uggs, Horses, Timberlands. It didn't matter. My sisters was a new pair every week. So I know 10 years ago, the Jordans for newborns was $60.
Word.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Crazy.
Let me get to this guess. This my man's in them Coach Chip. Coach Chip, what up?
Desto, what's going on, man?
Oh man, chilling. We just got done talking to Tyler, man, and just wanted to get you guys' experience, you know, and thoughts on meeting David and obviously the sparring. And I want to know what's next with Tyler, man. I mean, he's done with the amateurs. When we going pro?
We looking at there was some dates that's been thrown up in the air, but I you know what, to give you a complete answer on that, I don't know, because you know he got back from the Olympic trials and stuff like that. Been running around with his you know, Tyler, a real smart dude, so he been running around with his he's teaching it at a high school and stuff like that, looking for better options for his job. So I let him talk to me about boxing. So when things start getting geared back up, so we starting to get back in the gym actually like between today and Wednesday, just really start, you know, taking things serious, starting his regimen back and all that kind of stuff like that. So, you know, I can't say a actual date yet.
So he tells us that he took that off the couch, bruh. He took that opportunity to spar David off the couch. Like, he wasn't even in the gym.
Nah, we haven't. We, like I say, he been at school, you know what I mean? And then I've been doing my thing, and I'm actually still at work right now. And you know, like I said, I wait for him to start talking to me about boxing. That's why I know, you know, we on the same page. And he was just like, "Yo, man, when you coming back to the gym? This, that, and the third." And then I was like, "Yo, Nesto, we goof around a lot." So I was like, Nest just hit me, man, and said that you got an opportunity to spar David. He was like, he got real quiet at first. He was like, "Man, fuck out of here." He was like, "Yo, not only that," he said, "We got to be there Friday at 2:00. It was Wednesday." He was like, "Coach, man, quit playing with me." I said, "Man, I'm serious. I'm serious." So
He thought you was joking because you be fucking with him so much.
yeah, you know, we always be goofing around, you know what I mean? I said, "Bro, listen, on everything," you know, I was like, he was like, "Yo," he was like, "You serious?" I was like, "Man, Ness just hit me, bro." And I told him I was gonna call him right back and find out what you want to do. And we haven't been, you know, he overweight right now, stuff like that.
He looked over, yo, in that picture. I said, ooh, he easy was like 210, right?
Nah, I tell you, he about 215, 220 right now. Easy.
Damn. The
Yeah,
motherfuckers
man,
was heavyweights. They was heavyweights in
yeah.
the ring. Hey, yo, no wonder, because I thought he worked with him, but Tyler felt like he wasn't working with him, so he might have thought Tyler was some fucking. David might have thought I sent some big heavyweight fucking national champ to kill his ass, and he went in there to show him, motherfucker, I'm the monster for a reason. Oh,
And
man.
Ness, first of all, you know, he respectfully, coach, he oversold him. He like, yeah, bro, he this Olympic alternate, this, that, and the third.
That's what I thought.
So David probably thought, oh, this a killer, you know, this a killer heavyweight, you feel me?
But he was. I told him he was a light heavyweight. I ain't know he was gonna go in there fucking heavyweight.
Tyler said, "Work with me." Yeah, I don't know what his version of working is.
What happened was when we got in, right?
Wait, was y'all the only work that showed up? Cause I had sent the Uzbekistanian over there too.
It was two dudes he kept stopping. It was a muscle dude. He just kept stopping. He hit him with an uppercut, stopped him. Hit him with a body shot, he stopped him. You know what I mean? Then it was a smaller dude. Yo, that dude, I don't know. Dave must be took them muscles another kind of way, cause boy, he just kept stopping him. But what happened was,
so you said he was trying to teach him a lesson that it ain't about them fucking muscles in the ring.
yeah, but he was telling Tyler a lesson too, because when I finished tying up his gloves and I put the tape around his laces, it was like a minute and 30 seconds left on the round. So we was like, all right, we'll wait up for the next round. And Dave was like, let's go. And we looking like the round ain't even over yet. And he was like, nah, let's go. So he came up and just jabbed Tyler right in the nose. Boom! I was like, oh. I was like, all right, he's sending a message early. And
what
it was some good work, though.
He on some bully shit. I can't wait to talk to that motherfucker. That's fucked
he
up.
busted right in the nose, man. You know, I felt like he gave Tyler his best as far as like range and distance, feints, jabs, stuff like that. And Tyler was slipping some of his punches, and I was like, you know, you got the fly effect. You know, a fly is only so big, and you can thump a fly, and you can kill him. But at the end of the day, you swinging all with all your might just to catch him. So you know, they was on some high level chess match stuff, and Dave was working with him as far as like, let me see where he at with this chess match. You know, that's what he was giving him his best, and he was catching Tyler. He just so happened to be heavy-handed when he was catching him. You know what I mean? So he was like, I was like, bro, if the dude wanted to knock you out, man, he would have did that in like 30 seconds. You know what I mean? So he definitely was working with you. Yeah, he was working with you. He was working with you on it was just quick. You know what I mean? He was being quick, you know what I mean, boxing him and stuff like that. He was giving him that work now as far as that goes. You know, he was picking up the speed, the pace, because the other guys he wasn't doing like that. But you know, he just when Tyler slipped a couple of his punches, he was like, oh, all right, you know what I mean? Let me pull this out the bag. Bam! Bam! Let me pull this out the bag. Bam! You know what I mean? So that's what Tyler was like, yo, it's definitely levels, because he was like, you know, he sparred Nigel Lopez. We've been offered to go to Edgar Berlanga camp. You know, we put in some work, man. He done been there with some people, but he was like, yo, Dave, he a different dude.
He's different, but I want to ask: did you see what you needed to see from Tyler that gives you the inclination he could turn pro?
Oh yeah, no doubt. I see that every day. But with this being, like you said, straight off the couch, you know, no excuses, because
I mean, just that alone, though, for me, that shows the heart of a fucking fighter. You know, he wasn't training, and he know who he got to go spar. You either.
Right.
You know, you gonna say no. If I would have said, nah, I ain't in shape, coach. Fuck, you want me to get knocked out? That man he went. So that shows the heart of a fucking fighter for sure. I respect him.
Yeah, man. Our motto is, you know, no excuses and doing things right the first time. So, you know, and with his dad, Dave, what I was respecting out the whole thing, I saw what I needed to see, and then you got an experienced coach like. You know, Jose Senior, he was like, yo, man, your boxer got skills, this, that, and the third. Y'all need to come back. You know, they want us to come back this Monday and Wednesday, but Tyler was like, man, I'm not ready for that. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm not in shape.
He gotta go hit them fucking miles. He gotta hit them miles, bro.
He said, I'm gonna tell you straight up. He was like, bro, look, that's a whole different animal. He was like, I see why don't nobody want to fight him. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, yeah. I like that. I like that whole thing, because I had the opportunity to spar Winky when he was getting ready for the Shane Mosley fight. Dan Birmingham called me just like that. He was like, yo, but Winky, the press conference happened faster than we thought, but my anxiety, I get it, you know what I mean? Even though we didn't spar, my anxiety was up. Everything was up, you know what I mean? You ain't the same guy when you going in the gym and you dapping everybody up and everybody stretching, talk about the last fight and you relaxing and shit like that. It ain't like that, boy. It's a whole different atmosphere, So I was like, it's only gonna be that though. If you desiring to be the best, it's only gonna be that. The camera crew, everybody looking. He was like, "Is that Jermaine Ortiz?" I'm like, "Yo, man, concentrate on what you're doing." It's like, "Yo, that's Big Baby," you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So it was a good learning lesson though. I definitely put him in there again. You know what I mean? When he ready.
Nah, for sure. But Florida boxing's booming, coach, man. Turn that boy pro. What we waiting for? What's his nationality?
He Turkish. You know what I mean?
Turkish.
He Turkish.
Oh, I thought he was like fucking Ukrainian or Russian or something. There's a lot of that on South Gulf or whatever the fuck y'all call it over there. South Coast, whatever.
Yeah,
Shit, we just seen Yildirim Turkish, and he fought in Miami against Canelo. I mean, he was obviously the B side, but
yeah. I know I got he a unicorn, man. He definitely got it. You know what I mean? He definitely got the mindset.
But what is y'all waiting for? Ain't he like 24 already? He already old.
Yeah, he's still 24. We talking about before, during the summer. We talking about, during the summer.
Like I said, man, a lot of boxing in Florida. I just seen my heavyweight Lorenzo Medina fought on a Mundo boxing card out there in Miami Friday. And, you got pro boxing in Plant City. That is popping right now. They doing big things.
What?
Yeah,
when was his last amateur event or amateur fight?
Was in December at the Olympic trial.
Yeah, I mean, shit, it takes time. You're not going to go pro a month later.
Yeah, but they don't got no plan. They don't got no plan. You heard Tyler. He said he got to get with coach. They ain't been in the gym. It's like, all right.
No, obviously you got to get in the gym. But
this experience, all I'm saying is y'all got to take this experience as that wake-up call. Like, okay, we seen we can hang. You got up off the couch and did this. You still want it, obviously. So let's put a plan together because there's a lot of shit that could be done in Florida right now until, y'all get some buzz. And there's some managers out there in Florida,
Yeah, man. We split team management following him right now. What's Jake Paul's? Them people just sent me a friend request.
MVP, that's nice. Get with them. That
MVP,
would be nice.
Who else? It's some other people, man. We
definitely get talking with them, coach. You got to get to talking, man.
Yeah. We definitely working, man. We gonna put something together, and we starting camp this week. This week, man, we started and stuff like that. I want him.
Yeah, I mean, David is in camp early, so Tyler can still take 1 whole month to get in shape and still get some work with David. He ain't fighting until June. He a 4-month camper, so the issue is he only gonna get better though.
Yeah, man.
He only losing weight. He only losing weight and gonna get more and more sharper, man.
Right. That's the same thing his dad was saying. He was like, man, go through these bumps and humps and stuff like that, and strike. Because I was like, you feeling a certain type of way? What you thought you was gonna go in there and beat that man up? Like he real competitive. He was just like, hell yeah, I thought, because he be dominating people. I'm like, all right, well, it's a difference, baby. He the monster for a reason.
For a reason, man. But that experience, man, that's priceless, man. But coach, don't want to keep you too long. Let everybody know where they can find you. And man, thank you for coming on, and thank you for having a fighter that I could definitely call on, and he gonna show up, man. That was beautiful, man. I know Jose appreciated that.
Yeah, man. Oh, listen. Oh, back before I go, I gotta get you your apparel, man.
Man, you've been saying that for 2 years. Get out of here, man. Danny, how long we been waiting for them shirts? Coach got us waiting for 2 years.
Yeah, about 2.5. Coach, we've been waiting on those shirts so long. Let me tell you, I had hair when you promised us those shirts.
I don't even think I was using.
You promised us those shirts.
I don't even think I was using glasses when he said he started that line.
I got the shirts. I got your hoodies. They on the way, man. They're on the way. But you still want to send them to the New York address, right?
I'm in Florida right now. I've been out here since mid-January. We gonna link. You still in Nokomis?
No, I'm in.
Just send me the address to the gym. I'm gonna come see y'all when y'all really in the fucking gym.
He in the gym. We're gonna be in the gym this week, baby.
You better be. Listen, pro box is popping. Did y'all spar Hot Rod?
Yeah, we don't spar Hot Rod. We don't spar everybody,
This
man.
what I'm saying.
Chris
Look,
Algieri,
Hot Rod about the main event in Plant City. You can't keep letting these dudes that you in the ring with shine. Y'all gotta get. Edgar Berlanga just was in Plant City. The same dude. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Come on, coach. Y'all playing.
Chris Algieri love Tyler. He stepped to him real hard, man. Coach Mark, he be giving us front row seats all the time. He was
Okay,
like,
Mark got the connection with Top Brand. He got Brandon over there. Stop playing, coach. You come on. You can't see your contemporaries, doing what they doing and not, get motivated. What's up?
Yeah, we on it, man. We on it. We'll be on it in by before the summer, man. We should have something on the way. You gonna be the first to know. You're gonna be the first to know.
I appreciate it. Coach, let them know where they can find you.
Hey, go to I want y'all to find me at Toe to Toe Savage Apparel. That's where you can find me at. That's TOE, the number 2, TOE Savage Apparel. You can find me on my Instagrams, Toe to Toe SavageApparel.com. Check me out.
Appreciate you, Chip.
Hey man, I appreciate it, Nesto.
All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Chip, that's the trainer of Tyler Yavar. And hopefully they turn that boy pro, man. I've been hearing great things. And, just that was, for me, I hear him. He felt he got beat up. He was down, that he thought he was going to do better. But what I heard was off the couch. That right there shows the heart is just ginormous. Off the couch. That's all that mattered to me. I don't give a fuck how good you did, how good you didn't do, off the couch. And we know he ain't get stopped. So that's good enough, man. He need to take that shit and put it on a plaque, put it on the wall. I sparred David off the couch and didn't get stopped. Man, fuck you, Danny. You always making faces, bro. You think shit's sweet. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. That shit is serious. That's a fucking stripe on his shirt, bro. Not being stopped by David. And listening to the two stories, fucking David must have misunderstood me. And it's like you said, he thinking this dude's some fucking Olympic alternate national champ, super duper dude, and beat the champ out of him.
He might have not missed.
No, but it's true. I did say that I showed his thing. I didn't know he lost, so I'm like showing. I didn't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know he was not in fucking camp. I didn't know he wasn't in the gym. Like. You just
I don't think he misunderstood you. I think he was that's the kind of work he was doing that day. It happens.
Yeah, I know. The monster was just being a monster.
I think that, to my facial expression, I think that, you take from it for sure. You learn from it for sure. You, use it as motivation. You talking about putting it on a plaque. What you want him to get is the Bandera Roja tattoo on him next?
I ain't say all that. You wildin', but for sure, bro. Listen, believe me, bro. Look, I sparred Mike Polite Coffee,
and I'm not saying that like no negative
thing,
bro. Like I'm in there.
No, I hear you, but I had sparred Mike Polite Coffee and he went light on me. That dude said he sparred David and he did not go light. You feel me? Like Mike said he went light on me, and the first punch he threw swole my eye. You understand?
But
so
champ,
imagine
again,
what he had to deal with.
It's all perception. Like that was his viewpoint on it. You was told a different viewpoint on it.
Yeah, but you just heard the trainer. You just heard the trainer. He made the same. He made it clear. Like he told you. He said he told his fighter, "What you thought he was gonna go in there and beat the monster?" Like it wasn't like he worked with him because he said he would have knocked you out if he wasn't working with you. That's what he told you. Heard the trainer. So
I mean,
it might be two different perceptions. Yeah, maybe the trainer thinks he worked with him because he didn't stop him, but Tyler felt a different way. I mean, it is what it is, though.
No, look, and again,
Moose
I'm
sent
not,
the picture
not,
of his Jordans. He already received them. Hold up, let me just show that.
He sent some funny shit. He ain't sent no real mics.
Nah, he just sent the Mike Jordans that he got for $15. That's the logo. Nah, though. Phone lines is open, Discord and Twitter Spaces available. Al in the Bay, what do you say? Moose, you gotta watch the screen live, Moose. Al in the Bay.
Yo, yo,
We hear you. We
yo,
hear
yo,
you.
yo, what's up? What's up?
What up?
Yeah, man. Yeah, dang, forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, that Tank fighting Frank Martin, I think that'll be a good fight. I just don't think Tank is gonna fight Frank Martin. Um, David Benavidez would be a nice little undercard. Because they don't have a lot of pay-per-views anyway, and it don't seem like they have regular channels. So eventually they're gonna have to start stacking cards, and so I think that would be an excellent card
By
to
channels,
stack.
you meant dates.
Yeah. Well, what I mean by channels is like they don't have like HBO, Showtime, or they don't have free TV like a Zone app, or all they got is it seems like all they got is pay-per-view fights. I could be wrong, but it seems like PVC all they got is pay-per-view fights. They don't have nothing free. So they're gonna end up having to stack cards because either they're gonna stack cards or people is just not gonna fight. Because I think they only got 15 dates and they're all pay-per-view. So
12 to 14 is the report.
Okay. Still not a lot of dates. Jake Paul, he gets my respect, man. I was one of those Jake Paul doubters and telling him that he's not a real fighter. He need to fight some real fighters. He's proven me wrong, and I give him his flowers. I'm a man of my word, man. If I see somebody doing it, man, that's truly doing it, I always give them respect. It's no hate or nothing like that. He went that influence route, and now he's fighting real fighters. He said he's want to be champion. Now I'm starting to believe him. He's starting to fight real people. Who's actually in the gym. Who actually do this for a living. So, and not only he's doing that, he's dominating these guys who was actually boxers. So, man, I give him all credit. But that main event though. They said they knew that 3 days in advance. So it was plenty of time to call it off. Or to let people know like this may not happen. Because if you know 3 days in advance that it may not happen, I think you should have told the people. I think that's why people was mad from the beginning. It's like they knew 3 days ago. He said 36 hours ago. That's 3 days. So, but I respect it though. She
That's
tried to
day
go
and
to
a
the
half.
final bell. Huh? That's
36
3
hours
days.
is only a day and a half. No, that's a day and a half. There's
72
24 hours in a
hours.
day.
72 is 30.
Oh,
Is 3. But that is the
okay.
bell. Player. We got Hood Sports
My man's is
Boxing. Welcome to the champ level. RRT Boxing with Mr. A, $5. Remember Ryan got up from the face hit. What?
hashtag Harding.
Fuck you talking about?
I think in the tank fight, the second round, wasn't that the counter?
Oh, that he got up off the first knockdown? Okay.
Yeah.
Three
Hashtag Harding.
faces in clouds of Hardin. Smart. We got Baby Joker that says Larry Hernandez was popping back in 0608. Laughing my ass off. Oh, who is Larry Hernandez?
That's the one of the Mexican artists I said that is real tight with David. Yo,
no, he just hates on everything
clear.
David though. Remember, that's Baby Joker. He hates on everything David. He does not like David.
No. But let's be clear. I'm not saying Larry Hernandez is like top Mexican star right now, but he's still a relevant guy. He's still performing at all the big shows, and you get what I'm saying? Like he's still relevant. He ain't dropping. He ain't lying. He ain't dropping no bangers like that, but he's still a relevant big name artist. I ain't finna lie. I like Larry.
This last super chat is fucking gold.
Devin Smith, $10. He says, I'm about to get on Instagram and see if they have an ad selling a Lamborghini for $150.
Yo, hilarious.
Hey, bro. Hey, you know what he's gonna get now? He's gonna get a diecast Lamborghini ad.
Yo, shout out to Josh on Twitter that says, Beansman warned you. And he's talking about he did call in, I think, a day ago or maybe 2 days ago and said this news that David could possibly be on the undercard. And when I questioned him and said, who's this source? He said he can't say. But hey, maybe he's right. Listen, this type of news, I'm happy to be, I'm happy to report on because it's like, this saves us $60, $80. You know what I'm saying? Chad, what up?
Hey guys, good morning. You got me?
Yep.
Yeah, so first off, I want to say shout out to Juan in Houston, aka DJ Easy Dick. I know he's at work right now, so shout out to him. And I love the idea of Tank and Benavidez, like, as what would that be, like a co-main or something? I mean, just them on the same night would be a great night. The more I think about Tank and Frank Martin, the more I like that fight. And we'll just have to see what direction Tank goes after it, I guess. But I think that'll be a great night, man. I think that'll be a really fun night. And shoot, I forgot. I had something else I was going to say. But guys, I don't want to derail the topic, all right? But I do want to use this platform to just bring up that the shit Ryan posted yesterday, I don't know who's seen it or not. Like, I just want to say, we've supported Ryan for a long time, back in the Cobra Bag days, and my kids love him. Now, my youngest son's 14. And in the last year, it just happens that he's been kind of finding himself spiritually. And I think that's been something he's connected to extra with Ryan, because, Ryan talks a lot about that. But the stuff he posted yesterday, I mean, it had my kid a little shook. And I think it had a lot of people shook, because when you look at the comments under the post, there was people straight up praying for him. I mean, rebuking the devil. And I mean, I'm not like that. I'm not shook like that. But I mean, and I don't feel like he's got any obligation to be some kind of role model to my kids. Not at all. He can live his life however he wants. But I'm saying, like, what did that have to, like, what's he on about right now?
I mean,
like,
they're saying they hacked his they're saying they hacked his
Oh, they're saying that?
Yeah, like, look, that's
his
what my son
IG.
thought. And my son
And his
figured
father,
that. And
his
that, and I,
father's also saying that he's more than okay. He's just selling and selling the fight the wrong way.
yeah, that's Henry, right? Henry, that's a great take, because I agree. Like, this isn't it. This isn't the look, okay? And as a parent, I know a lot of guys are gonna laugh at how I sound right now, but that's my reality, and it's not what I want for my kids. My kids don't want it. My kids are like,
I mean, you could
arm's
always
length now,
mute his account until you know that he's doing better.
Yeah, that's a great idea. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, as far as selling the fight goes, I just think what he's on about right now, it's just it's getting people talking, no doubt about that. But anyway, that's just kind of what I wanted to say. I'm gonna go back to listening, guys. Thanks, man.
You the man, champ. You the man.
Is Ryan promoting, or is he unwell?
I mean, I think it's both, bro. I think that he's probably trying to get out the fight. This is I've never seen him promote this way, so I'm not really one to lean towards he's just promoting. I think maybe he's getting out of the fight. You know what I mean? Like this. Look, there makes no real sense for Golden Boy to bring Arnold Barboza to the last press conference without announcing his opponent. I think they're introducing the audience to the backup because they're really going to use the backup. This kid is probably losing it right before our eyes. Listen, if you had mental health issues in the past, it could probably resurface, right? Or he's probably having a lapse or a breakdown. He did. We all watched him like watch his BM give birth and then break up with her on social media. We're all watching him, reach out to various exes and offer them wedding engagement rings. I mean, the shit is weird. Like, yeah, maybe.
Bro,
Yo, I got an
nah, I
uncle.
ain't
I've
gonna
always
lie.
told Danny, I got an uncle that's officially diagnosed bipolar. Like, he be up and then he not up and he, and listen, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but like a lot of like my bipolar uncle, when he goes bipolar, he always feel like he got God's phone number. Like he always feel like he got a message from Jesus or a message from God, and he like I'm telling you, and look at Ryan, he always on some, inviting the Holy Spirit and Jesus. Like my man literally put amen at the end of one of these weird messages. Like the dude's probably trying to find a way out or really going through something. It's how you want to take it. I give everyone the benefit of the doubt because I want that same to be, reciprocated to me. So I'm feeling like maybe he's going through a lapse. Maybe this is real.
You would think the Tank fight would have been a bigger fight, would put more pressure on him, but he seems like this fight's putting more pressure on him.
I don't think it's fight.
You don't think it's a fight? You think it's just
no? I
the
just
timing?
think he's having a lapse, bro. I don't think it's fight. I mean,
there's a lot of pressure. What is he? 26.
What is
25?
the pressure? The dude. I mean, look. First of all, the dude said he made $1 billion. Like he's out here wilding right now.
Yeah.
I even seen Jake make a post about that.
I knew that. Covering the press tour last week, I knew there was going to be a lot of trolling. I heard that, there was calls going around Wednesday night of him looking for working women for the press conference on Thursday. And I said it, bro, like, there's just been some very interesting things going on throughout last week. At first, again, I thought it was just trolling. I'm thinking like, all right, he really trying to get under Devin's skin. He's really trying to piss people off. But yesterday was just a bit, I don't know, a bit much, I guess. Some people still think like he's just trying to do it to sell the fight and throw, Devin's team off. But I don't think that's working, and I don't think either thing is working. You feel me? I don't think you're gonna throw him off like that, nor do I think you're really selling the fight like that.
Yeah, I don't think Devin is gonna give two shits whether Ryan is okay or not. Like that's not gonna deter him from training. But I need your thoughts. Like I'm sure y'all had conversations about Arnold Barboza. Like, come on, that shit wasn't budgeted, and I get it. Maybe Barboza's local, but they put him there. Like, what was the thoughts internally with the team? Even if not with Devin, with everyone else, the photographers, like, what the fuck was Barboza doing there?
No, I mean, the only thing that was spoken of was like what he said during the press conference, right? Because he kind of like took shots at both guys and stuff like that. Like not like disrespectful, but he definitely took shots at both guys and the way the fight was being promoted and sold and whatnot. Look, I think that it's a fight. I haven't spoke to Devin like since Arnold showed up to the press conference. I have not spoke to Devin about Arnold. You understand? I think there was a point in time where, he wasn't sure which direction he was going in. And, Arnold's name has came up in the past for sure. But like when there was no opponent, no date, no venue, no none of that, no network, none of that, I think that his name came up and, as a potential like option, but obviously, he was looking to make a bigger fight, a fight, whether it's for something or against someone. So, and not to take away from Arnold, but obviously his profile isn't the biggest.
Nah, for sure. Let me get to King Rari. What is up?
Yo, but I mean, we ain't really talked since I made it out there. What'd you make of the press conferences and what you saw?
Uh, fuck. I don't know exactly what I said all these days ago, but I mean, Rari, you there? You might need to jump out, jump back in. We don't hear you. So, I definitely enjoyed the second one more, but the horse was weird because he went from horse to his security's legs. I'm shocked you ain't get that on camera. That shit was weird. But his pictures, his Instagram shows what he really wanted to achieve. They just didn't give us good visuals via the press conference video. But on his Instagram, the horse, the women, all looked a lot better than how it played out on camera. It was all right. They did what they did. I feel like the sparring was leaked because they needed to clean up Henry's comments because we were doing a press conference review and a previews and prediction, and my show turned into, racial, and then the sparring dropped, boom, and it's like, yo, sparring, and obviously Ryan dropped it, so I felt like, okay, this is to get the heat off his dad, which it worked. But all publicity is good publicity. Like, they made a lot of buzz. They certainly made a lot of buzz. Devin announced that they sold 10,000 tickets already. So that means, I believe Lemieux and David, you might have to check that just, for argument's sake, because I think Lemieux and David made maybe 20 or 18,000. I know that Tank holds the record there, but I'm pretty sure Lemieux that's Madison Square Garden, right?
You talking about him and Gennady, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
Madison
that's
Square.
MSG.
Yeah, they did big numbers there. I remember that. I was there. They did big numbers.
That was a pay-per-view, right? Wasn't that a pay-per-view for Gennady?
Yeah, they did like
no?
170 on pay-per-view, but that shit was sold out. Gennady Golovkin.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, it was interesting. Obviously, you sent me the video of the security having their words. That was when they were filming the face-off. Very small room. That was in New York. So, they didn't allow but a handful, if that, of people from each side. No media, nothing like that. But it was interesting. It was an interesting week. A very insightful week. I'm gonna be honest, I'm surprised nothing popped off, given how things started in Vegas at Super Bowl Radio Row. Not that I wanted it to, but I am surprised.
Damn, bro. Gennady did 20,568 in attendance for that fight. I knew it, bro. That shit was filled to the gills.
How many?
20,000 people, 568.
Yeah, I don't even think Barclays could fit that many people inside.
Wow. But
No,
it only sold 150, and then according to Tom Lawfer in a prior interview, the fight doing about 200 buys would have been sufficient to make it a financial success. So they came 30,000 short of what they wanted to make.
Yeah, it was interesting, right? Like we were talking like tickets, and the pre-sale I think was Thursday, or was that Wednesday? I think pre-sale was Thursday, and then regular tickets went on sale Friday. But there was like this huge like spike in demand, right? And I'm gonna be honest, bro. I just feel like some of the social media posts have taken away from that. Again, I don't know that what he's doing is really helping the fight.
You seen Paulie?
Like at first, at first, yeah, like I found it hilarious. I'm like, damn, and that's what rumors were that the special teammate Ryan was showing up with was gonna be one of Devin X's, but it was like, of all the women, you picked the one Floyd used to mess with too. You feel me? So that kind of like backfired. I felt like because that went down.
Oh, that's what
I
it
don't know.
was. It was a girlfriend.
Yeah, it was. He posted her. He posted her, and then he was like, "Devin, you messed up. You should have put a ring on it." And then Devin responded with the picture of that same girl with Floyd back in the. So that backfired. It was a lot of funny shit. I think it was over the
It's
weekend
heavy
where shit kind of.
trolling though. They trolling. Well, he's trolling heavy. Like, I hope he's focused. That's what people are worried about. Like, is this too much social media and not enough gym? And I don't see it that way. I feel like you can get your work in and still be on your phone. Because we don't know when he's on the phone. Like, we don't know when he's in the gym. Just because we see him
And
posting doesn't mean he's not working.
Yeah, as a matter of
and to
fact,
be quite honest with you, it's so easy to give your phone to somebody
Yeah,
and they could
especially
be
at that
posting for
level.
you.
At that
Yeah,
level,
for
you
sure.
know
No,
these guys got people that they pay to post.
he's probably when he's in the gym, he's probably it takes his mind off whatever might be going on. So I agree with you, and that's just because he's wiling out outside of the gym doesn't mean he's not putting in work in the gym.
Nah, for sure, man. But if you haven't already hit that thumbs up, go ahead and do so. We're trying to get to that next goal of 192,000. Right now, we're on 191,431. So we're almost there. We need about another 600 subscribers to help us get to the next goal. And we're going back to King Rari. Chill. We
Yo,
hear
yo,
you.
what up, fellas? What up, fellas? What up,
What's
fellas? How
up?
y'all doing this morning?
Great, great.
Um, Shout out to Chad, man. I'm really chiming in on the Ryan situation. Honestly, I feel like Ryan trying to find himself. I really think as a person and as a fighter, Ryan don't really know who he is. From going from trainer to trainer, then at first I really trying to go big fights. Then trying to fight Tank a long time ago, cancel the Pacquiao fight, never happened. And I think it's more pressure on him now since the Tank fight because of the fact that the fight did so well. He has came out with claims saying he feels like he's the main reason why I sold because he is a social media star. But I feel like, respectfully, a lot of people in the boxing media don't respect Ryan too much as a fighter like they respect Devin and Tank. They look at him as a TikToker. And I think that does bother Ryan a lot, not being able to be respected on that same level as his peers like a Devin or a Tank, to the point to where he has to do certain things that's not what we know him of being normal to promote or to sell. I think a lot of things he's doing right now is not him. But I think he just trying to figure out ways how to fight, sell fights, things of that nature. But he is doing it the wrong way to me, in my opinion. And I feel like going to somebody who's had years in the ring with him, it's even more pressure for him
You slightly
because
you
it ain't like
breaking
he
up
just
a
fighting
bit, King
nobody.
Rari. Are you driving or on Bluetooth? Cause you breaking up a bit.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I just feel like it's a lot of pressure on Ryan, especially dealing with an opponent that already knows him, that's used to the spotlight, that's used to having the stature that Devin has, also with Tank. And I feel like fighting Tank sort of broke him a little bit mentally because he sort of got punked.
All right. He's having all types of connection issues. We
Y'all
going.
can hear me?
You going in and out, Rari. We're gonna wait for you to get around and get back to you. Nike Hendricks, what up?
Yo, you can hear me?
You know it.
Shouts out to the Boxing Voice, man. Shouts out to Danny, Eunice, whole squad. So, it seems like we can never stay on topic, you know? I guess, supposed to be talking about Tank and David.
Yep.
And shit, it ends up being Ryan and Haney. I mean, shit, next you gonna have to start naming all the shows untitled. That shit never can stay on the topic. But is he actually fighting Frank? I mean, I know it's been these posting things and all this, but it's nothing official actually like signed, sealed, and delivered or saying that he's fighting Frank,
Nah, there's
right?
nothing official, man. Nothing official. You right about
Right.
that.
So I'm not actually gonna keep getting my hopes up for this Frank fight. I would love it if it happened though, but I'm not about to keep trying because what if we all get bamboozled, you know? And with David, people was talking shit about Don Canelo supposedly supposed to be going back to PBC.
There are some reports of that, yes.
There's reports of that. Okay, so David, hey, don't look too far, Mister Announce before Canelo. I mean, I hear you saying you ain't gonna wait on Canelo, but how long he was at 168? Like 8 years, 9 years?
Definitely 7 years, I think.
Okay, so it's 168, 7 years, but you're saying you ain't gonna wait on Canelo, but you never unified. But once King Nello get there and unify undisputed, you want him? Crazy. Man, so I don't even like that fight at 175 for him, man. And them on the same card. See, this is crazy. Them two possibly on the same card. David possibly got a fight at 175. Is that official or no?
Yep. For June, that's what Mauricio Suleiman reporting.
Oh well, so David got a fight in June, but Tank don't have a fight. I don't like that fight for David. I mean, the interim belt, like he's gonna be the first fucking Hall of Famer for interim champions. Like the fuck, like come on, man, with this shit. Yeah, I don't like that fight, man. I actually don't like that fight at 175. I don't like go for better competition, man. I don't like it. I mean, yeah, for an interim to be in line for a shot for the belt, you're doing what you got to do, whatever. But I definitely don't like that fight. So it's crazy how we getting this that supposed to get that fight and supposedly Frank and Tank, but not official. So we see what we get when we get it, man. I'm just waiting for an announcement.
Nike, you the man, champ. Appreciate you calling in. We got .com show $5. We ain't just gonna zoom past that. That 3-day shit was crazy. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm lost, bruv. I got Troll Beta $20. He says it's probably psychosis or schizophrenia from the weed. What the hell? Sway $2. Canelo news breaking in 3 days or 36 hours. Laugh out loud. yo, you dudes are trolls, man. Who we got next? Tip Bellis.
Yo,
Yo.
here we are again. Another day of deflecting. This has got to stop, man. This has got to stop. I see what it is. Y'all use Tank when y'all need to deflect for the fact that Canelo is now returning to the PBC, man. I see, man. I see how it is. You know what I'm saying? Use the face of boxing name to deflect from Canelo, bro. Y'all out of hand, man. Y'all out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Y'all out of hand. But it's all good. It's a great thing that we talking about the face of boxing. And then, the next face of boxing being on his undercard. I like the talks, man. I like the talks. Shit. But yeah, man. Tank versus Frank. We already know what that's about to do with David on the undercard. That's $1 million. That's a million pay-per-view buys right there alone. That's a million pay-per-view buys right there alone, man. Amazon Prime. I told y'all, man. Y'all can't stop Al Heyman, man. Don't stop. Get it, get it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's PBC for life. We out here. Network game banging 24/7. Tell Matchroom step they shit up, man. Eddie Hearn keep talking about these stat cards. What y'all gotta say now? Like the fact that Al Heyman is giving y'all a stat card. What are y'all gonna say now, bro? What are you like? What can you possibly say now for the simple fact that Al Heyman is giving you a stat card? Oh, y'all not gonna pay for the pay-per-view now? Is that still your excuse? Like, come on, bro. Come on. Al bringing it 2024. We lit out here. I just hope your favorite promoter and your favorite network step they shit up, man. I just hope so. But y'all go ahead and y'all buy that shit on the zone. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. You know, we gonna get the best Ryan Garcia. That's what Bill Haney told me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Dev and Ryan, you know, well, I don't know about Ryan, but Dev gonna get down where he mad at. You feel me? Because that's the great quote from Bill Haney, you know. We get down where we mad at, man. We get down where we mad at. And they mad on the zone, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's it, Ness, man. Shout out to y'all for deflecting, you know, for the simple fact that Canelo is not fighting on the zone, you know, and he's coming back to Amazon Prime with the great Al Heyman. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
All right, Tip. Shout out to you. We got Copy Cool. What it do?
What's going on, Chan? What's going on?
What up? What up?
We here. Another day, another few cent. Um, yeah, man. Just be what card is that gonna be on the Tank and Benavidez potentially? They got opponents yet, or
Yes, you
potential
know, the
opponents?
Frank Tank versus Vazdek and Benavidez is
Oh, okay.
possibly
They
going
gonna
to be on the same card.
so they gonna throw those two together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, interesting. I guess they gotta do something, right? To come out the gate. Um, I still don't think those are crazy causes. I don't think that means what Benavidez is going to take the back seat, or is he going to be the main event? Because I see the Martin
Co-main.
Benavidez going to be the co-main.
Of course.
Oh yeah, I was going to say that. I was going to say he's going to have to take the back seat because that Frank Davis is more of a appealing fight than that other one. But I just want to know what Carter's going to try to throw together. And as far as this Ryan Garcia thing, I feel like that he's going through. I feel like he's starting to think that he's an influencer. He's going to actually take that route. He was just tweeting the other day about him being a billionaire. So I think that he's going to soon to be just chase the money and forget about everything else because they don't give him the respect that I don't want to say that he deserves, but that he's looking for in the boxing world. So I think that he's really gonna chase that. He's gonna go after the influencers now. He's gonna do what the Fury brother doing. The Tommy Fury. He's just gonna kind of be comfortable doing that and making big money now that he already has the big name. I don't think he's gonna chase these names anymore, like the Davises, the Haneys, and unfortunately, the way he's talking, that's what he wants to do. He just wants to make some money. He's not worrying about any belts or anything or any accolades at this point in time, since nobody wants to give him the respect. That's what I think that his breakdown is. I think he's just finally saying, all right, but you're not going to give him the respect. Okay, watch this. I'm just going to make this money, keep it moving. Unfortunately, he has potential. He has the skill set to do what he has to do, but he's too caught up in living this fantasy life, or, whatever, this influencer life. He's just stuck on that. But that's it, man. That's my call, bro.
All right, Copy Cool. Appreciate you. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe. I'm trying to get to that next goal of 192,000 subscribers, but I need your help. Go ahead and hit the subscribe and click the notification button. Dom, what up?
Mic check, mic check.
What's good?
What up, TBV? What up, Ness? What up, Danny? Yeah.
What up, champ?
What's the word?
Boxers Boxers are dramatic, boxing fans are dramatic, but since when are respected and experienced journalists dramatic? What's happened to reporting? We got Jake Donovan teasing reports like a deleted Tank tweet, all cryptic and shit. We don't care about deciphering flags. Give us the report. Whether we gotta wait 2-3 days, however long, we would rather just have the news than dangle these cryptic, speculation over our head. And did you see the fight hype tweet with more flags? Like, is that supposed to be the whole card?
Nah, let me check it out. God damn. That's
It's a quote
hilarious.
tweet on the original tweet, but I mean, he tagged them in the tweet, so it's got to mean something. But the PBC is in a state of dysfunction, and they can't even formulate a decent media correspondence. It's been gag orders and damage control the entire first quarter and nothing else. And it's just, I've never seen a fall off quite like this in sports when it comes to league.
I
when it
mean,
comes
so
to
his
what the
flags,
premier champions
his
are
flags
doing right
ain't
now.
gotta be the card though. His flags could just be, cause remember,
Upcoming fights.
yeah, cause Jake said
Multiple
this
cards.
week's announcements, right? Like he said to describe the news that's about to come through this week. So I'm taking
But I
fight
get it.
hypes
Why are they teasing the news? I just don't get this.
because
Like,
if they tell, they won't get the inside info. I guess
Well,
they
don't
allowed
tell
to
us.
know, but not
Don't
allowed to
don't
say.
get the clout. Why are we clout chasing as reporters and journalists? They didn't teach you that in school. If you went to school for it, I'm not sure.
But just to debate, it looks like Fight Hypes is saying Canelo versus Munguia, Frank versus Tank, Benavidez versus Vazdat. That's how I'm deciphering their tweet.
Well, I think there's some more flags there you're not counting.
No, I counted them all, but
That's all of them.
hold on, let me.
Well, it might be one card then. Is that
See,
is that
he got
included?
laughing out
Why
loud.
is he teasing?
He got laughing out loud emoji. Then Mexico versus Mexico. So that means we get the Canelo versus Munguia announcement. Then you got American versus American. Excuse me, which means you get the Frank and Tank announcement. Then you got Mexican, American, Ecuadorian, and the Ukrainian, which means you get the Tank fight. I mean the Benavidez fight. Now,
what speculation is like? Oh, this is a stacked card because of the initial tweet. It's like this could be 3
separate
fights
cards.
out of the
Yeah,
Amazon
it could be separate
deal,
cards. Totally be
And
separate cards.
That's my point here. It's like, to finish off here, the Amazon deal, is just the same thing as that yellow sticker on a pack of decaying pork chops. It's eye-catching, but it's expiring. So, manager special.
I mean, listen,
I hope
they could go out with a bang, right? Like people worried about the first quarter being inactive. Like, what if the whole back half of the year is stacked? Because if you ain't really doing nothing till June, that means them 14 dates are from June to December. So
I hear you, Ness. They got a lot of fighters though. They got a lot of fighters, but that's it for me. Peace, y'all.
You the man, champ. Listen, we could only hope for the best. They got a lot of fighters that we would love to see back boxing, so let's hope it works out, man.
Right, Ness. Right. How the audio?
Great.
Straight. That's what's up, man. Shout out TBV. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. Ness, ring walk. Working hard. Salute. Ness, you a real boxing fan. That's why you just hoping, for the best. That's what real boxing fans do. Roll out. Twin Glock 40s. It's great news for boxing, man. The Tank card could be stacked in June. That's a rumor. Remember Ness, who told you to remain calm, act normal before veto, by the way. Don't panic, man. Everything going according to plan. Some people look at the glass half full, some people look at it half empty. When I heard the 12 to 14 dates, what I say, Ness? What I say, Dan? Well, PBC must going to stack the cards like UFC did. Like UFC did when they complained about COVID and having to pay for pay-per-views. Dana stacked the cards. June may be even more stacked. Now, hope the rumor is true, because that's what, for boxing, and true boxing fans like Chad from Canada, He loved the news. He loved the rumor, because that's what real boxing fans hope for. You complained about the pay-per-view, so you don't hope that it's true, so it could be worth the pay-per-view. Okay, it's haters, Ness. They not too loud today. It makes you a hater when you don't call in and give positive feedback like you did when it was negative. You don't inform people to get ready for counter punches like you did when you heard the Rick Glazier. I hope you gonna pay for them counter punches again, man, for this positive news. You know, all you have to do is to leave the rope and the gun and leave it right by them, and they'll hang themselves, they'll shoot themselves, man. The guy in the chat, I mean, it's the guy in the Discord community. Shout out to the TBV community, man. You need to join it. It's fun. It's funny, man. It's comical. It's great entertainment. Instead of him saying this is great news, if David and Tank on the same card, the hater just showed himself again, man. He said, why is David taking a step back to be on someone's undercard? This the boxing fan, the one that complained, the same one that complained about pay-per-view and it being and it having the cost. But then he say some stupid. It ain't stupid. Let's be better, right? Let me practice what I preach, right? You say some ill-advised, some that you would think that you can't be complaining about pay-per-view if you saying this. You would hope that David is taking a step back, wouldn't you? Like, but no, Ness, you gonna figure out, and everybody gonna figure out they just gang bang against PBC. They not where Drew at? Where Drew at? To have something positive for the rumor. There's some positive. If it was Rick Glazier. If it was Rick Glazier, man, they would have been say, "Hey, what hardcore dub at in PBC?" And but when it's positive, where are they? Fans of boxing, man, y'all the worst, man. The worst. Then another dude called in and said David versus the top 10 175-pounder is a bad fight. His first fight at 175. Haters, they're going to show themselves every time, man. But when that Canelo news dropping, it's official. When everything is official, I hope they call and pay for people counter punches and just be positive and have just as much enthusiasm as they did
That
when
was
it
the
was.
bell, champ. That was the bell. But you all right. They don't keep that same energy. See me, I don't gang bang. So this news to me is fantastic. This to me means I will buy your pay-per-view. If these four names are on the pay-per-view, cha-ching, you're getting my money. You know what I'm saying? You're getting my. This
I
is your
mean, no,
card.
no.
Let's go!
I'm ready.
Let's go! I'm ready!
If this is the card, but if it's not, yeah, we gonna have to consider
I
this.
mean, even simpler putting us yesterday, you text me first thing in the morning. You ain't even say top of the morning, champ. You ain't even asked if I made it back to Vegas safely. You was like, yo, what's your birthday? And I had to think about it. But you asked me for my birthday for travel arrangements because we won't even be in Vegas for the Thurman card. We're going to cover something else. But a card like this, you best believe both of our ass will be in Vegas. You best believe it.
Well, there's rumors of another city, no? I thought there was rumors of another city for this. But I guess I could be wrong. I
I
don't know.
mean, didn't you say your tweet or the tweet said T-Mobile?
Oh, that's right. That's right. It did say T-Mobile. Fuck. General Camino. You're right. The tweet does say T-Mobile.
Yo, Master Danny, what's good?
What up with you?
Cooling
Word.
another day. Yeah, I can't. It is what it is with the PBC thing, man. I mean, we already knew from the jump that, if they was dealing with 12 to 14 dates for the year, a lot of these cards was gonna have to be stacked. So it's not too surprising. It'll definitely make the pay-per-views worth buying. So I mean, they'll definitely get their sales, but yeah, man, it just is what it is with PBC, man. They work with what they got, and we get what we get. I mean, only thing I could do was echo the words of Vito Senior from last week, bro. He said, "Yo, top ranked, they're the Yankees, man." And when I heard him say that, the only thing I could think of is if he's saying top ranked the Yankees, then he know PBC. He ain't saying PBC the Dodgers. So we gonna get what we get with them.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
Danny
we can get
wasn't
some good
on for
fights.
that analogy, Danny. Like, what did he mean? Because I thought the Yankees was a great franchise. So if you calling top rank great, then what the fuck is PBC? Like, who's another?
Well. I think that he said top rank was the Yankees.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
I
basically
think I
saying
think I
that
think I think
PBC
you
ain't
talk
nice
about
like
the
that.
historic. Like I think maybe he's referring to the historic side to it. Like nobody's won like the Yankees. I think they have 27 World Series championships, but as of late, it ain't been the Yankees. You feel me? Like in recent years, it ain't been the Yankees. Like, bro, they ain't won in a minute. So a lot of it is old work. Maybe that's what he was referring to.
I doubt it, Danny. I would definitely go back and listen to that interview. The context in which he
Yeah,
spoke in,
I
it looked like he was saying
exactly. I
that,
ain't hear the
like,
context.
yeah, it sounded like he was basically saying that, like, top rank is the Yankees, like they that franchise, bro. Like Yankees got history, although they may not have won in the last couple of years, they got a history of just winning. So he was making that comparison of just like PBC ain't the Yankees, they ain't top rank, so they're gonna do things how they do things with what
Huh.
they got, and it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. He was speaking more towards his allegiance
Okay.
towards Al Haymon and PBC, and then he made that like reference.
Gotcha.
But yeah, definitely go back and look at it. Maybe I'm interpreting it wrong. I mean, you could be right too. But yeah, take a look at that. Let everybody know what you think. But it was just interesting to hear him say that, to be honest. Because, you hear people come on the show every day and talk about the gang banging, the PBC and shit. And he did a lot of capping last week, in my opinion. But, he stayed true. He stayed loyal. He spoke on his loyalty to Al Haymon. So it came to the point where it didn't matter what Ness said. He was going to defend Al. And that's basically what it was. But outside of that, everybody, have a good day. Thanks for taking my call.
I certainly understand that though. None of us like to put ourselves in those shoes, but I always do. I've been interviewing Al Haymon fighters for a while and hearing the same thing over and over. How well he treats them. How much outside of the ring shit he does. How good they are. So you've been hearing that phrase, you don't bite the hand that feeds you, for a long time. And I know that people like to say, well, at what point do you, change gears or look at other options or, and we've been hearing more and more, just stay loyal, just wait. Look, man, what is that other phrase, Danny? What is it? It's darkest before the storm, or I don't know, one of those things, right? So you got to stick with Al because these are the dark times. But once Prime pops off, I'm sure they're gonna be the talk of the town as always because they're expected to do big numbers, and if that actually works out that way, then it will be a lot of praise of Al Haymon, and people will forget that they took the first half of the year or first quarter off because, again, if they can be successful, all of our expectations are that they're going to, even the 1%, is like we talked about already, that they're only looking for 1%. 1% would be, the 2 million mark in terms of viewership for them. They're happy with that from what we're told. But, CYP, what up? Actually, Hawk is first. What up? Hawk, Maryland.
Yo.
You're
Can you hear me?
loud and
All
clear.
right, what up? All right, yo, yes. What up, Danny?
What's good with you?
What up?
That's top of the morning. Top of the morning. Um, so I like this card. If it happened, but one minor adjustment. I just don't believe that Frank Martin gonna be on there. But I like Tank and Benavidez on the same card. I like Benavidez. Whoever he fight, I hope that Canelo thing, if they are going back to Prime, I hope that still is in the maybe in the works for Benavidez, hopefully. But I like that. But I was listening to that media scrum yesterday. I watched it with Devin. I don't even think Ryan was there. It was just Devin and all of the reporters. And Devin said they asked him about was Ryan all right and all that stuff he was posting. Devin said he probably trying to get out the fight. And then Devin said, but I'm fighting on that day no matter what. Devin is fighting. So I guess the Barbosa guy is for that because he said that exactly. I think it's Fight Hub who had it, but yeah, he said I'm fighting on that day. So Devin damn sure in the gym. I don't understand what Ryan is doing unless he's just trying to get out the fight. Other than that, I can't see that as promotion. I think I don't know. He must be going through a lot. I don't know. I can't see that just being promotion though. So maybe the pressure of I don't know. I can't even figure out what's going on with him. He may be relapsing or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'd love to see that card if Tank and Benavidez on the same card. I don't think Frank though, but Tank and Benavidez on the same card. Yeah, I buy that. I'm with that. And but that's my call. And I'm just trying to figure out why the fuck does Charlo still have a belt?
Same reason Canelo
Great
still got
question.
his, player. Same reason Canelo still got his.
All right, TBV number one.
You know it. CYP.
What up? What up? What up?
What up?
Yo, man.
Yep.
This is the place where the
What happened to
disgruntled.
you? Hold
Yeah,
on,
man.
Ness. You gonna start
Go
this
ahead. Go
clock
ahead.
over? But what happened to you? You left me hanging.
Man, I did. My bad. And I told the back call that traffic was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I looked it up. I
No,
said,
that
damn,
traffic
I'm gonna be
was
stuck in traffic.
the
I'm like, damn,
traffic.
that's almost
No,
4
the
hours
traffic
back to my
was.
gym. I couldn't do it. I was
Yeah,
like
I
4
missed my
hours. I
flight that
love.
night because of traffic.
I said I love y'all like that, but 4 hours in the goddamn car, I can't do that shit. Just to go 45 miles?
Now that's a valid
Hell no.
excuse. That's
Yeah, man, I thought I was a lot.
that's valid.
If it was two
You could have
2 hours,
told
I
me
would have been
though.
like,
You could have told me
I'm
though.
gonna
That's
go.
fucked up.
Hey, my apologies. My apologies. I was wrong. See how that works? I was wrong. All right,
Appreciate that.
now listen to this, man. I've looked it up, and first let's jump on that Yankee shit. The Yankees ain't won a title in 14 years since 2009. Come on now, 2009. When dude said that the Yankees, he wasn't talking about they the best. He was talking about the Yankees have historically been the best. They good. People recognize them. Man, if you ain't won nothing in 14 years, you can't be currently nothing. There was a time, I'm an SC fan, everybody know that, and you rock with Notre Dame. But Alabama been running shit. You know what I'm saying? We both man enough to admit that shit. You can't come around and act like Alabama hasn't been
For
running
sure.
shit for the past 10, 15 years. We just can't do that shit. So let's cut the dumb shit. If you know football, if you know sports, you know what he meant when he said the Yankees. He wasn't meaning that they're the team right now. He don't mean that about Top Rank. Cut it out. But anyway, I found it crazy that people come here every day and complain and cry about what the best organization with the most champions that put on the biggest fights do, the best views and best numbers do every single year since they've been around. They topped these categories separately, not just one of them, but all the categories, they lead them all. But for some reason, that's the first go-to y'all fans want to go to on this show to hate on. Now, I say to myself, if y'all really cared about all these things you talk about, PBC would be the last people you complain about. But it really ain't that. It really ain't that. And that's why boxers never listen to y'all. That's why promoters never listen to y'all, because they know when they do give you the fights you say you want, they look at them numbers and they realize you motherfuckers have wasted our time. You did all that talking about what you don't want to see, and then look what happened. Because all y'all talked about, Ryan's not a real fighter. He's a TikToker. 1.2 million views. Shut the fuck up, man. All y'all talk about Kovalev Ward. That's the fight we want to see. Let's get it. Let's get it. Floppy disk. Shut your asses up. All y'all do is talk. So I'm not here to tell you to stop talking in this little space that you get that Ness gives you the opportunity to be disgruntled. Keep being disgruntled. But I want you to also man up when you realize don't nobody give a fuck about what you say. Because half of y'all that's giving out advice to PBC and advice to Al Haymon on what to do in business, half of y'all whispering in your cubicle. Or you making sure that you drive slow so you don't lose service, while CYP screams from his own motherfucking building because ain't nobody gonna do shit. That's boss life. Boss life. Welcome to reality. TBX, CYP out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's new, man? It's your boy Two Tone Superstar. Please say the superstar. Man, salute, Gervonta Tank Davis fighting on a David Benavidez undercard. That's real solid for Tank. That's real solid for Tank to fight on that David Benavidez.
Why would you even go that route? Like, you
What we talking about?
you
What's
you
going
you
on?
know Tank has historically done more pay-per-views than Benavidez with or without Ryan. So it's not gonna go the way you assuming.
It's in reverse. David's fighting on his undercard.
I mean,
Okay.
that's the way it's being assumed and
Oh,
reported.
okay.
I guess. Like you don't believe that, huh? You think it should be the other way, huh?
I don't know. But Canelo coming back to the PBC, trying to fight Charlo in September is wild. David Benavidez still on there. That's wild. In regards to the top ranked Yankee reference,
Al Heyman still offering that in September is wild. Like, it don't matter. If Canelo says, yo, I'll fight Jaime in May, but give me Jamal in September, he still should be saying no. Like, why we letting Canelo dictate what the fuck is on television? Like, I don't want Charlo. I'm not buying that shit. I don't give a fuck what month they put Charlo in. I don't want him.
It seemed like Canelo has the most power in boxing that he can pull you away from whatever company you're from.
Does he really? Because, I mean, if both the networks that are interested, because it's only two, if both of them only ask for specific fights, does he have leverage, or is he forced to take a vacation and forced to rethink things? If Eddie only says, yo, we want Jaime and David, and Al only says we want Jaime and David, he's boxed in. But they giving him options because they rather do business. Eddie rather somehow slap Berlanga on there and do Jaime, and everybody eats. Matchroom gets one Canelo fight, and Golden Boy gets one Canelo fight, and we'll get a co-promoted Canelo fight. And it's like everybody wants to be in the Canelo business instead of closing the walls. Close the fucking door. Look, we only want this. This is all we're willing to pay for. Why are you willing to pay for Berlanga? Why are you willing to pay for Charlo? Like, why are you willing to pay for Earl Spence? Like, bro, they gotta. We can't just blame Eddie, bro. Like, y'all the ones sending these dumbass offers. Nobody has ever said they want Charlo in the last 3 years. Like, we don't want that shit.
Yeah, they not standing on business with Canelo. And side note, the reason why David won't lead the PBC, Ness and Danny, did y'all see that Lambo that they gave David? The one-on-one Lambo he just posted?
Oh, you talking about the Urus.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Regards to top rank,
but how do you
from
know
a
they
casual,
gave him that? Because I seen that post.
Come on, man.
My
Boots
man
got
out
one
here.
of those. He ain't with Al. Stop it.
I mean, isn't he?
Who?
Isn't he though? If he
wasn't with
Al, he would have left, bro. Like, let's just be real, you know. I mean, he not with Al, but he with Al.
Was he there a year and a half ago? Because he's had the Euros for a year and a half.
Who? Boots?
For sure.
Ooh-wee. There you go. He had the year and a half.
And before
look, he been with Espinosa. If you It's like
before
Mayweather
that, he had the TRX.
It's like Mayweather say, champ. It's like Mayweather say, me and Al is one. And, you know, if you with Al, you with Mayweather. And if you with Mayweather, you with Al. And if you with Espinosa, you certainly with Al. And he with Espinosa.
Yeah. And Danny, what's the difference between
I'm just
a 4.0
saying, bro. David
and a
became
4.6?
a world champion with Espinosa.
About 30 to 40 grand, cocksucker, beat it.
6-7 years ago.
It's different. Also, from a casual standpoint,
I ain't did hear what y'all
top ranked
said.
production value looks fire compared to the zone. From a casual standpoint, has no fucking swag at all. The shit looks muffled.
What you mean no swag at all? They the one with all the fireworks and the fucking. They the one with the fireworks and the fucking fire. Period. Like, they the one with the grand walkouts. Like, what we talking about?
That's UK. I'm talking like when they come to America,
that
shit
man.
be looking
You
like
said
MySpace.
MySpace. Come on. They had Conor Ben looking like he never left the UK in Las Vegas.
Nah, that was mid. That was top ranked shit. Top ranked shit looked fire. Visually, that shit looked fire.
Bruh, listen, you ain't even getting the conversation because I don't watch them sports. So what's your thoughts on Vito Menelecki Sr. saying that top rank is the Yankees? I don't watch sports, so that shit went over my head.
They is the Yankees. They the only one that seem like they ain't got arguments.
In your opinion, what did he mean by that?
the same when Jay-Z throwing that Yankee fitted, when he throwing that crown, that's what he meant. That Yankee fitted universal. You can be an Arizona nigga rocking a Yankee fitted. You can be a Chicago nigga rocking a Yankee fitted. That's a crown. Top Rank is the it's a brand. It's Coca-Cola. It's Nike. It's a brand.
See,
None of
hey,
that musty shit
two
going
tone.
on. Yeah.
I took it
Yeah.
as they historical. They done had all the greats, and they ain't won in hella long. They ain't
No,
had
they
no
winning.
superstar. They ain't had the guy in a very long time.
But how can you
Well,
say
shit.
they ain't won in a long
E
time if they are the definition and the reason of every star that we know?
Facts.
Like they created Oscar, who
No, no,
created
no, no, no.
Canelo. They
Right,
created
right, bro. But that's
Floyd,
what I'm
who
saying.
created
That's what
Tank.
I'm saying. That's nuts. But again, you don't watch baseball. That's what I'm saying. The Yankees have had these stars. They still got the stars. You feel me? Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton, and bro,
Yo,
they
but
still
what you
got
saying? What about my Dominican brethren? He was running the league.
bro. But he don't play for them now. But what I'm saying is they
Both of
Yo,
ain't
them,
did
both of
shit in
them
a
too.
minute,
A-Rod
one
and wasn't A-Rod on the Yankees and Cano on the Yankees, bro?
facts.
Like what we
bro.
talking
I'm
about?
talking
They
about
had
today, brother. I'm talking
stars.
about today,
I,
motherfucker.
yeah,
Like
but
you
how
talking
long
about
ago was?
shit you don't
But
know.
how long ago was
Just
A-Rod?
stop,
But bro, how
It's
long?
bro.
the
I
standard
like.
up.
How
A
long?
Rod been long enough, bro. Like A Rod been long enough.
I
Like
mean, I thought
I know A Rod
CYP said like
now. I know A
2009.
Rod now from his business ventures. Like I don't think of A Rod in baseball. I think of A
Like,
Rod in business
you a
ventures.
hater.
One, one
You think of
question.
A-Rod, you better think J-Lo, Yankees, and Don.
And his face dark as fuck too now too. His face dark as fuck. But one
Hey,
question,
yeah,
just for
no, that's
Danny.
that tanning, bro. He tried to blame it on the sun. That's that spray tan.
One question for Danny. Before I leave, I want to know what was the mood like in the Devin the Dream Haney camp when that tape dropped. All right, yo, I'm out.
Yeah, we was at dinner, yo. You feel me? And shit, everybody already knew it was Floyd. I wasn't with Dev though. Dev was doing
You said
sports center.
what? You said what? Everybody already knew
I said
what?
it came from Floyd.
Man,
Like,
how y'all know that?
bro, clearly he the one that got it. When you got Tank posting his messages of Floyd, begging him to send him the like he's the one with it. You feel me?
Oh,
Uh
that's right. Tank did say send me the footage.
bro, remember he leaked his messages talking about he been blowing his phone up and all this other shit?
Word, I forgot about that.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't really feel like at least the people I was around, I don't really feel like they cared. I feel like they knew it was gonna come out. And if anything, I feel like overall people felt that it only helped promote the fight.
Yo, H-Town a hater. He said Urus looks like a Pontiac Azteca, most hype trash. Get the fuck out. That shit do not look like a Pontiac. You're a hater. We got Mad Bet, 100 Kansas City, $5 second dose. Raymond proved he's built for tough. One in savage fashion. Tank, 2024. We got Mad Bent with another one. He says, Daily Dose of Tank Will. The Boxing Messiah has returned. Tank, 2024. And
The boxing
we
Messiah.
got Jordan.
Not the $15 one.
Jordan on Discord. Jordan, you might have to jump out, jump back
Ness.
in. Yo.
Now you know I prefer it to be members only, but champ, they gotta get these fucking likes up, man. This some bullshit.
I mean, we passed the 500, so I'm unlocking. Thanks for not
Nah, but
notifying me, Danny. Danny won't tell
nah,
us when we
bro,
pass 500 ever.
because you a cheater, bro. Like I'm not gonna help you cheat. Fuck you. You gotta cheat on your own. I'm not for helping you cheat.
I don't even know what you mean.
Oh, we got 1,000 viewers. Oh, all of a sudden half is a success. Boy, that's a failure. That's a fucking failure. Like, I'm not helping you with that.
Yo, y'all hear me?
Once we
We
get
hear you,
70,
Jordan.
80%, now we talking.
Y'all hear me, right? Y'all hear me?
We hear you. We hear you. We hear you.
Listen, first of all, I'm tight, bro. I send money to a cash app, bro. The wrong fucking cash app. So whoever got that cash app, fuck you. Y'all niggas, y'all weird. Y'all some weirdos, bro. Like, come on, bro. Y'all impersonating the box, boy. That's weird. But listen, no, fuck y'all. Keep that $5 anyways. Yo, but listen, I got a message for everybody. I'm back now. The GO is back. The most hated is back. I don't give a fuck about nobody in here. Nigga, fuck y'all. But listen, no, bro. I just got back from Japan, but I've been listening this whole time. I just want to say this, yo, CYP. I promise you, bro. Yo, my brother. Listen to me when I talk. When I see you in person, I'm gonna slap the fuck out you, bro. You swear you entitled. You swear you tough. I promise you, bro. When I see you, I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you. That's what my mother, nigga. Fuck you talking about, gangster. But listen though, bro. Floyd Mayweather is a weirdo for leaking that footage. Devin Haney's the best fighter in the world. He gonna beat the fuck out of Garcia. He gonna beat Matisse. And he not gonna fight Tank. Cause you know why? Cause Tank is a pussy. And all you Tank fanboys in here, suck my dick, nigga. Y'all pussy too. Y'all main affairs,
Come on,
not
man.
main
You
of
gonna get
fighters.
his flag,
Man,
man. Watch your leg.
my
You gonna
fault,
get his
my
flag.
fault, my fault, bro. My fault. But listen though, bro. But yeah, CYP. I'm with that. I'm with the. I'm with the shits, my brother. I'm with the shits, bro. So all that talking you doing, and listen, stay off Google too. All your facts is on is Google. You got no, you're not a real box fan. Like right now, matter of fact, you're on Google right now. As we speak, he's on Google, bro, looking for facts so you can call him the show. You a bitch. But yeah, that's my call, and I'm back, and I'm better. I'm gonna call every day. I'm a counter punch every day. Every day, I promise you, I'm back now, gangster.
All right.
Wow.
Yo, Jordan had got nominated for Caller of the Year, bro. They called him the dude with the Pop Smoke voice.
That was definitely different.
H
Yo,
Town.
yeah, you could tell. You could tell he from New York. You could tell.
Yep. I can second that.
H Town. Danny, you can't be mad at the faithful because of the hate watchers. What is he talking about, Danny?
I don't know what that mean. Yeah, I don't know what that mean. Like what he talking about? Weight Watchers? Like the weight
No,
loss
he said
program?
hate watchers. Danny, you can't be mad at the faithful because of the hate watch. Oh, I think he's talking chat. I think he's talking chat. Like, don't be mad at the faithful people.
Oh, with the likes,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, no, for sure. But I'm just saying, like Ness glorifies like 50%.
No,
I'm
I
like,
don't
nah,
glorify.
bro.
I just set that as the gate. That's the number to open the gate. Big Gucci Nick, what up?
See, all it is, Ness a cheap whore. I'm a bougie whore. That's all. I'm fucking with you.
What up, man? Shout out TBV. Everybody smash that like and subscribe, man. Ringwalk Danny, how you living, bro?
Man, fabulous.
Love to hear it, man. Yo, that last caller, man, that's crazy. He want to slap the piss off CYP, man. CYP better come back with that heat, man. That's some crazy shit to say to somebody, man. You gonna slap the piss out of him on your mama. You better stick to your word, bro. Put it on your mama. That's definitely a slap waiting to happen. Um, Yo, man, I think it's a great idea to put David Benavidez on the undercard of a Tank pay-per-view, man. Because look, he ain't really gonna be fighting. Gavdik, in my opinion, isn't that known. I mean, he's a veteran. He's been in the game for a minute. You know, he trained with Papachenko and whatnot. Um, but look, man, he's all washed up. I don't even think that's a main event worthy fight on free TV. So it's a great look if Benavidez could drop on the undercard. Definitely would definitely be the co-main event for the Tank Davis fight, I would imagine. I don't see anything that would be topping David Benavidez besides like another title fight somewhere with some good fighters. But that's a great idea, man. I think they should do it. Where are you getting the sources that's telling you this, Ness?
Well, Tank tweeted and deleted someone that was insinuating that this could be on Tank's undercard. he tweeted and deleted the smirking face kind of endorsing it. That's why it's the possibility in the title, possibility, because this is what we're left to do as fans, piece things together. Then we also added more information of some very popular reporters who also gave breadcrumbs, but that's what we got, breadcrumbs.
Yeah, man, you know where breadcrumbs lead to. I think that's definitely gonna be the case, man. And I think the Frank Martin fight does happen, man. I feel like Martin is also been waiting, man. He has not let out like any announcements. He's still free right now without an opponent, so I think it's very likely for that to happen. It would make a lot of sense, man. PBC being who they are would make an in-house fight like this, man.
I mean,
They would give
don't
their guy the
forget
opportunity.
that Tank already said it's Frank. It's more about date and whether or not David's on the undercard than opponent. Like we know it's Frank because Tank put that on his story.
Oh yeah, yeah, got you. Yeah, man. All right, cool, man. When's the date for this fight again?
June 15th is the
Or it hasn't?
rumor.
Oh, okay. All right, cool shit, man. I'm gonna keep listening. I'll keep the ball rolling. Shout out to y'all.
Yes, sir. Danny,
All right, champ.
would you
What
say
up?
David Benavidez gets hit a lot?
Um, I wouldn't say a lot, but he definitely get hit.
Sometimes.
Okay. Nah, I posted this short of him working on his head movement, and
He gets hit when he
people
knows
people
what's
making it
coming at
seem
him.
like he gets hit, and I'm like, wow, I didn't really notice he gets hit like that.
He gets hit when he knows what's coming at him isn't a problem. Or sometimes he'll get hit, take one to give a couple, like part of a strategy.
Kind of like
But if he's
Tank,
in yeah, if he's in there
like Tank in
against
the
better
Leo
Biev,
fight, Leo Santa Cruz fight.
exactly. If he's in there with better Benavidez, I don't think he's gonna be getting hit that much.
Once again, the second part of my interview with David Benavidez is out for members only. You can check that out. And yeah, man, he answered a lot of good questions there. We definitely, it's probably better than the first one, without a doubt, in my opinion. A lot more raw emotion. But Dom, counterpunch. If we got any members that already seen it, because it's like literally the lowest member level, please call in and give your feedback. Dom, what up?
What up? Um, C Dub had called. I want to respond to some of the things he said. He's a good caller. I don't agree with his approach, but solid approach. But I'm sorry. The great news for real boxing fans about potential fights that we got from some emojis on a tweet. And real boxing fans are supposed to hope for news like this, and we're supposed to hope that boxing is going to emulate what the UFC did in 2020 during a down year in a pandemic. Come on, man. The bar is low for boxing, and real boxing fans watch fights. We're not in it for the speculation. I like anticipating the fights, enjoying the press conferences, the fight week, and then watching the fight and then talking about it afterwards on this show. Real boxing fans are tired of having to sit on our hands trying to get a decent card put together. 12 fight dates and the first quarter got zero. And we're supposed to be happy for potentially stat cards. No, you're getting three or four
Technically
of
one.
those.
Technically one.
That's what I'm saying. Out of these 12 dates, you're going to get like three or four of these max. And, the rest won't be worth the pay per view if they are. Business as usual. And they could have put together a pay per view for this first quarter, but they've been tied up in this bad deal with Canelo.
I mean, they got a
Benavidez
pay per
been
view for the
roped
first
into
quarter,
that.
technically, Dom. They got
Which
March
one?
30th. That's technically the last day of the first quarter, right? Or is
No,
it four?
I guess you're right. I guess you're right. I'll
Second to
give you that
last.
one, but But I want to see it announced, officially. And we got this toxic relationship with Canelo that's been tying up Benavidez. He's finally getting a date. Their star Tank hasn't seen a ring since sharing it with Ryan. Their other star Spence is in the garage getting rebuilt. I'm just tired of this protection plan that influences the way they schedule fights. It's not fan
I
friendly
mean, you gotta
or
admit,
beneficial to
a
the
lot of
sport.
they stars have been inactive. Like Tank was on the bracelet. Wilder got beat. It was up in the air with Canelo. Earl got beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
and
they stars were out of
that shouldn't trigger
commission.
year layoffs. I mean, out of commission is one thing, but you got to have other people step up. Where's Benavidez as the flagship? He's getting treated
Well,
like he's Vince.
bro.
You
You
got to
you just
adapt.
ain't looking.
You can't. You
No. They gave
I
him.
am looking.
They
That's the
tried that
problem.
last year though.
C Dub said we got to look ahead. We got to hope. This is good news. No, I'm trying to watch the fights. Shout out to Top Rank. Shout out to the Zone. They've been keeping me fed. But we're gonna have people call in and celebrate when Canelo comes back, and he's gonna be giving us that same mid.
But think about it, bro.
PBC is a side piece. Stockholm syndrome.
Nah, but think
That's it,
about
bro.
it. Think about it. They gave Benavidez that A side treatment last year. It worked with the Plant fight, but I'm sure they wanted to do better numbers or expected better numbers, being as though the Plant did
So
so well.
it's just tough luck with PBC. The reason we get inactive schedules and calendars.
I mean, they went through a transition. Why you acting like they not the only promoter that went through a transition from one network to another?
By what means? I mean, why did they shut down? If this
I
has been
mean,
an ongoing thing, is all I'm saying, and we got to look at why.
Paramount decided they were done with sports as a whole.
Because there was no return on investment, and that's why they wanted to
Yo,
send
but you
Canelo
think?
away,
Do
and that's
you
why they're
think that
calling him
boxing
back
was their only
because they
investment?
realize that's their identity is losing money.
Brother,
They're
brother,
not
but
gonna
do
see
you
that
think that
ROI.
boxing was their only investment?
No, I understand that Showtime, but boxing was their main one. That's what had the pay per
No, it
views. That's where
wasn't.
they.
Do you understand? Do you understand that 2 or 3 days after they did the highest viewership in the history of the Super Bowl, they let go of hundreds of employees? Like this is much
Okay,
bigger than
I mean you're
fucking
talking
boxing.
Paramount, but they could have maintained the Showtime boxing model. They got rid of the whole thing in general because nothing was bringing the money back. The Super Bowl, those things are different. They bring in a bunch of advertisers. I think the ROI is a little bit different when comparing it to a direct pay per view. And boxing's been around for years. Showtime boxing been around for years before Paramount. I get it, and that's what I said, the tough luck. But at some point, we as boxing fans should expect more. They have the ranks in control now, the way the Amazon deal is structured. Let's get some stuff going. I'm not in it for hoping. If they deliver, so be it.
All right. Dom, appreciate you calling in.
Peace, y'all.
CYP, you got a counterpunch courtesy of Damien. And Jordan, you got a counterpunch courtesy of Supreme Tax that says counterpunch for the New York drill rapper Jordan. He do got that voice, I'm telling you. Jazz, what up?
Yo. So last week I called saying PBC stacked their cards, and I think this is proof. But I think if the card is in June, I think they might wait for Pitbull Cruz because I think they're feeding Romero to Cruz. Cruz is going to knock out Romero. Teofimo said in an interview that Romero has back problems and he's got a back injury. And they just probably put the Frank thing out there just to see the reaction of people. And I think, if Canelo does not go with PBC, I think if he fights Munguia, and if Tank fights Frank, I think Munguia and Frank are the same level. I think it's irrelevant that Munguia is an ex-world belt holder because a lot of the times when people win bouts, it's just circumstance or luck because Munguia got the shot because he was with Golden Boy, he's Mexican, he's young.
Yeah, but that's nobody's fault. Earl could have got the shot at Cotto. He's still loyal to Al. So Saddam took that shot, won, and then, eventually lost to Jaime. They both started at 47, so that's a legitimate win. You can't discredit his title. Jaime fought at
Yeah,
47. He knocked out Montiel at 47 in one round, and Charlo was not able to do that at 60.
yeah, but Munguia only got the shot because Liam Smith pulled out 2 weeks before the fight. It's not like he fought his way up to number one status.
Hey, man, and Bud only is known because he took a 7-day short notice fight with British Prescott on HBO. It's what we saying. We had an amateur on that was coming off the couch and didn't train and decided, yeah, I'll go spar David. You got to take your opportunities as they come, or you don't take them and you show the world who you really are.
Yeah. No one's gonna give. If Frank Martin was Mexican, he probably would have had the opportunities, but he's not. So as hardcores, we got to look at the eye test. Frank is a really good fighter. Munguia is a good fighter. They're in the same level. And with the AJ Ngannou card, I'm looking forward to it. The fight I'm looking forward to most is Ray Vargas against Nick Ball. I was watching some tape, and I think Vargas is gonna win. I don't know. He's underdog. Ball doesn't really close the distance that well. Doesn't leave his head.
Ray Vargas is an underdog to Nick Ball?
Yeah. It's because Nick.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
Nick's
I know.
biggest win is fucking Dog Bay.
Yeah, a Dogbay who Dogbay is short as Nick Ball. They're
That
both
is
5'2".
crazy.
Ray Vargas is a bad style matchup. I mean, it's not the Ray Vargas of 5 years ago when he fought like Havanesian, who's like a similar type of fighter to Ball. He's a better fighter than Ball. But like he slowed down against Foster. I didn't like that. Last 3 rounds, he lost the last 3 rounds. It was a close fight up until then. He's 33. I don't know if he's getting old or don't know. He said the weight was too high, the 130 that he moved up for Foster. He said I had to be at a higher weight during camp. I had to maintain that weight, and my legs weren't there. I don't know if that's an excuse or he just is getting old. But hopefully the judging's fair. I know it's Frank Warren fighter, Nick Ball is, but hopefully the judging's fair. Because WBC, they're like the Mexican fighters. This is for the WBC bout. Hopefully the judging's fair, but I'll probably put a bet on Ray Vargas unless I see something crazy at the weigh-in. But good show as always, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Once again, don't forget the other half of my interview with David is out, members only. Danny, what you got dropping? I see something premiering here with Devin Haney.
Yeah, exclusive run through Beverly Hills the night of the LA press conference. You feel me? So,
Anything else you've already dropped? People should be checking out.
yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. More shit on the way, but I got an exclusive with Caleb while we was out there in LA. I got to get the behind the scenes footage of Devin on the 400 podcast with YG. That was pretty dope. So that's out. That's up for people to go check out. Obviously, we were in New York. I got some BTS at the Barclays, putting up shots, courtside interview, So got some good shit, man. A lot of stuff on the page, more stuff dropping. Actually realized there's something that's not even out that some juicy shit. So head on over to the page, check out the footage, and like I said, a lot of shit still to come out. A lot of Keith Thurman and David Benavidez footage still to come out. So be on the lookout.
Yeah, definitely. For Thurman, you could come check out here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. We just released his pad work, and there should be like 2 more. He increases the count. So, this one, I think he did about 139 punches in that round. And there should be one where he triples that count. So, definitely check out that. We've dropped another Thurman interview as well, titled Shake 'em Up, something like that. Check it out. And David Benavidez footage as well. We got workout footage dropping with him, and that second part interview will be released to the mass public, I think, on the 11th. I'll double check that date. Let me see. It's scheduled for the 7th, so 3 days from now. So it's 3 days early access for the members only. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. It's going to put this episode in the eyes of boxing fans that don't know. We talk boxing twice a day right here, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern, and then again 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. Shout out to Smoker J. Beautiful name. Welcome to the prospect level. And we got Leo with the $5 super chat. And I think that's Leo's third super chat. Salute to you. This is not a stacked card. This is a card to showcase Tank and David. Stacked cards, the odds are closer to 50-50 for the competitors. People need to stop the cap with the cap emoji. What do you guys think about that? Is that how you perceive a stacked card? Is it stacked competitively, or is it stacked due to name recognition? Because I believe that the
I think
public.
it goes both ways. I think it goes both ways. Like the Tank and Hector Garcia card, I felt was stacked because of names and one-sided fights for the most part. You know, like at least on paper, if they played out that way or whatever, you know, but on paper there was big favorites in those fights.
I hear you, man. I was gonna say, like, the public, we perceived January's Tank Hector pay-per-view as a stacked card because it had Demetrius Andre versus Nicholson. It had Villa versus Boots, and Hector versus Tank, and then something else. So that was like not competitive, but stacked. And that's the exact opposite of what H-Town is saying. So that was my question to y'all. Like, is January's pay-per-view with Tank Hector considered stacked to you, or is that just stacked with names but
Yeah,
not
no,
competitive?
for sure. But I'm telling you why. You know, it was stacked because it had, you know, guys we knew names, current or former world champions, future world champions on it. So it had appealing names, but you know, they weren't necessarily in appealing fights. I think that if you get what we think we're getting, you're getting two appealing names. And David's, you know, somewhat appealing, but you know, I think that the Tank Frank fight is an appealing fight. So, you know, I think it's a stack card in that sense.
All right. Well, we got CYP. You got a counterpunch courtesy of, like I said, that was Damien. And Jordan, you have a counterpunch courtesy of Supreme Tax. And that will be last call for callers. So now is the chance to get in. If they don't call in, you know, we're up out of here. Okay, we got AB. What up?
Can you hear me now?
We hear you.
Where I sound good because I got the Bluetooth in. I got my AirPod in.
I mean, yeah, when you're
But
talking, everything's clear.
alright, cool. Yeah, but I just checked out the David Benavidez interview. Actually, I mean, as soon as you said it, I hopped off and I went and watched it real quick. And I see that David was kind of interested in Zurdo Ramirez if he wins that WBA belt, huh? At 190.
Yeah, well, he
Yeah,
ain't say
and
no
I like
190.
that.
He ain't say 190. He said full blown cruiser.
Oh, he said the cruiser. Yeah, right. Excuse me. Yeah, I like that. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not. I like that he's making his own path, and I know that Canelo is gonna be hanging over his head and probably until he retires, if they fight or not. But I just like that he's taking his own path, man. And this kid keeps himself up. He's gonna be a star. Um, and also fighting at the Tank undercard would be really dope too, to definitely boost his profile even more because he's a showman. He puts on great fights. So It'll be a lot of people watching on that Tank fight. So, but yeah, I just wanted to call in and give my thoughts on the interview and stuff. Salute to TV, man. Shout out to you, man.
You the man, champ. Tip.
Yo,
Yo.
yeah, man. Before I start my call, I just want to thank Al Heyman. But yeah, man. I figured it was gonna be a short day, man. I figured it was gonna be a short day. You know, Rick Laser ain't report no hating ass news, so ain't no hating ass callers to call in, man. So this is what they do. When you can't hate on the PBC, you don't call in. You know what I'm saying? You just sit on the sidelines and wait to hate. This is crazy, man. This is how y'all do in the boxing world. It's nasty out here, man. It's nasty out here. But I just enjoy trolling, you know what I'm saying, the haters. And what they do, man, you know. I heard a guy call in hating on Al, but he want to praise Eddie Hearn for giving him, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he gave him because, you know, Hearn ain't gave me shit thus far, you know what I'm saying? We heard one of the execs from, I guess it was Matchroom call, talk to us and say, look, man, yeah, you know, we stacked the cards with guys like, what's the kid out of Boise Gym fighting with Boots in them? Damn, I forgot that kid name. He
Fighting
beat
with
up,
Boots in them.
yeah. He trained with Bozy. I forgot the dude name already. He got like 3 wins.
Andy Cruz.
Yeah, Andy Cruz. Yeah, he's stacking the cards with guys like Andy Cruz, Edgar Berlanga and shit, man. Look, bro, those fights them dudes having don't move the needle. Not a single fight they have had on the zone yet has moved the needle, bro. You know what I'm saying? The zone not really playing their cards the right way, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Come March 30th, y'all know what's gonna happen. Y'all know what's gonna happen. The boxing world about to change, man. Y'all about to be calling in like crazy, praising Al Heyman once again. That's how it's gonna go down. But you know, we gonna continue on, man. Shout out to Top Rank, you know what I'm saying, for giving us exciting fights. You know what I'm saying, unlike Eddie Hearn. Uh, you know, shout out to Matchroom Boxing for just being, you know what I'm saying, the fourth contender, man, the fourth contender in this boxing game, man. Shout out to Matchroom Boxing. And if you fight out there, man, holla at Oscar, man. Make the big fight. Holla at Oscar. But that's my call, man. That's my call.
All right. And I think that is Jay Billy. You're up.
J Bill, what's the word?
Yo, give me 2.5. Let me get outside real quick.
All right. While we waiting for him to connect, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button.
Yo.
What
How we
up? What
coming? How we
up?
coming? How we coming? How we sounding? Yes, sir. Shout out Ness. Shout out Danny putting in that motherfucking work. I was trying to call in yesterday for Hardcore Sunday, but I shorty wanted to argue with me all day, so I couldn't get on the line. But I just wanted to shout out both the guys, Raymond Ford and Alton Beck. You feel me? I didn't really think too much or believe too much in Raymond Ford. Let's just say this too: as hardcores with this boxing shit, we love the sweet science. You know, we love the technical side. We love the hit and don't get hit. But that fight that we saw with Raymond Ford and Alton Beck, that's like the basis of this boxing shit. It's a gladiator sport. You know, it's two gladiators getting in the ring, laying their life down on the line to put out a valiant performance. You feel me? So nothing but credit to those guys because I didn't believe too much in Raymond Ford. I thought he was going to get stopped. I saw how Alton Beck was coming with his combinations, his poise. Even though Alton Beck had like, I don't know, somebody said like 10 to 12 fights, he still looked pretty seasoned. Like you could tell he had a long amateur career. And you know, Raymond Ford, he just toughed it out. And I also want to speak on Venado too, man. Venado, man, that boy is a dog. That boy Venado is a dog. It's like he's so unorthodox. When you watch him the first round, it's like, dog, like y'all said, how has nobody got him out of here yet? Like, how is he still able to do this unorthodox style. Yo, am I coming out? Y'all still got me?
Yep.
These fighter dress flying over. But he's so unorthodox. You just know. Shit. My bad. You just know somebody's gonna get him out of there one day. But we haven't seen that time come yet. Just like with Haney. Haney leaves that chin out there. His defense kind of hits his chin. You think somebody's gonna, capitalize off that one day. But nobody's done it. Same thing with Venado. I didn't think he was gonna be able to come in with that overhand left and connect like he did in the first round. He found a place for that overhand left in the first round. So, whatever he's doing, he's kind of mastering it. I'm not gonna say he has it all the way mastered yet, but he's sharpening his tools. So whatever's working for him is working for him. So all credit to him. All credit to Troy Isley too, dog. I've been one of the people saying I don't believe in Troy. That was the best performance we've seen from Troy in his career. It was a good statement.
Yeah, I just want to give credit. Want to give credit to your point, right? To Bomac and the team, because he's been with them, I think 2, maybe 3 fights now, and I've seen the improvements myself. So
yes, sir. I'm most definitely seeing the improvement. Shout out to Bomac. You can see, he's in that gym, tightening up his tools, and he just put it all together the other night. You feel me? You would wish he had a little bit more power, because now he's getting into the stage where he's gonna start having to fight the Ammo Williams maybe. I know it's across the street, but it's guys like that. We're getting into the top 15 of BoxRec, the top 10s of the sanctioning bodies. So you gonna have like the Ammo Williams, you're gonna have the young Elijah Garcias. Dog, that 160 division right now, it's tough. You feel me? Some people might think it's weak, but you got some up and comers coming right now. So Troy Williams, shout out to you. That's all we want to see. We want to see steady improvement, every time you come out to fight. And we saw that last night. Tank and Frank. We're not sure yet. You feel me? Let's sprinkle a little bit some on the casual talk. We don't know if this Tank and Frank is for sure yet. They might just be baiting Frank out there just so, get us riled up so they can announce Ryo or, the next guy that he usually fights. Hopefully it's Frank. Frank isn't as proven, but we see something in Frank that we think he'll give Tank a tough fight. I don't know if he stops. I like what Marco said. It's not so much of what we seen from Frank, it's more so what we seen from Tank. And Tank, when he checks that chin, dog, you're going down. When he gives you a good punch to the body, you're going down. So, if that fight does happen, we'll love to see it. Hopefully we get an announcement soon. But yeah, man, y'all keep on putting in that work. I appreciate y'all.
All right, champ. CYP counterpunch, courtesy of Damien.
Yo.
Yo.
I'm calling from the stairs. I'm looking down. Is him downstairs? Because if him downstairs, I don't want to come downstairs. See, I think he down there scaring me with all the rest of the motherfuckers who be talking about beating me up. But I tell them I'm coming to an appreciation party. All they want to do is shake my hand. They tell me how funny I am. They tell me it's never personal. They tell me I'm their favorite caller. She crazy as hell. Or when I go to the fights, they say, that's CYP right there. Oh, I'm listening to you every day. I love you. See, that happens in real life. See, in real life, don't nobody want to fuck me up. Because in real life, when they see me, they realize you not walking up on that dude right there and slapping him. That ain't Charlo right there. You not slapping him. Not him. Not the dude with the CYP on his back, letting you know that's who he is. You ain't slapping him. You might look. You probably gonna slap him there. Slap him though. Let's just have some reality about shit. I'm gonna be honest on a moment of clarity for all the men. I ain't never met a real nigga who did not like me. Every dude who supposedly doesn't like me is just talking. He's fronting. Because every nigga know I'm a real one. I'm a loyal dude. I got your back. I ride with my dudes. Most of y'all who don't like me, y'all pussies. Y'all mad because you don't get women. You whack. Women don't respect you. You ain't tough. You ain't never done nothing in high school. You ain't never been an athlete. You ain't never done nothing. And you probably got a regular job that you fucking hate. So you mad at me because I got out the mud. And I don't mind telling you that I got out the mud when you say I ain't got no mud to throw. Stop throwing mud at me if you don't want me to pick the mud up and throw it back at you, my man, because it hurts you more than hurt me. So Jordan, and anybody else, Gio, the two twins from Houston, it's very simple. If the crowd believed in you, they would donate that $5, and one of y'all would get that golden ticket to Border Wars in September and whoop my ass and get that money. But they not doing it because they know none of y'all gonna be the one to humble me like y'all wish. Ain't gonna be no hater. A hater does not humble. Remember that. A hater is never going to humble. Don't put them two words together. It ain't never gonna happen. But if you want to, remember, I'm downstairs. I'm down fucking stairs. Who downstairs? Him. Him. Him is me. CYP out. TBS forever. Let's go.
All right. Another
Who we
CYP
got
call
next?
talking about himself. That is the end of the show. We got H-Town, $5. No, that's a showcase. You don't expect the names to lose. Stat cards are competitiveness. Hey, man, I'm just trying to give, the other side of the possible argument. Years of lurking, $2. Tip such a casual, only cares about quote-unquote big fights. Leo back with another 5. Shout out to TBX, bad boy of boxing, CY Diddy, Tip Bentley, and Jonathan Usher. Keep it diddling. Oh, man. Face of Tears of Joy, 3 times high school hero. All right, what did Danny just send me here?
I ain't sent you shit, did I?
No, nah, the other Danny. Shout out to the other
Oh.
Danny. Dan's the man on Twitter. Just sent me a new Tank tweet and delete. So let's show you that. Where it's again Tank confirming Frank as the opponent. And once again, conversing with Ray Jackson, which is why, we have to always watch out what's being said. So Ray Jackson says, Frank putting in that work, 100. And it's obviously a Fight Hub video of Frank putting in work. And Tank says, that shit not gonna work. So once again, confirmation it is Tank. But I do believe, or understand rather, the people that are like, look, man, they say one thing and then last minute is someone else. Spider Rico.
What's up, God?
Peace, God.
You really be looking out for me, man.
Nah, look out for me. Make sure you subscribe with that new phone.
I bet. Let me look out right now, cause I didn't hit the like yet. Bow, hit the like. That's how we got to do it, right?
Make sure you share my David Benavidez interview as well. But nah, talk to us, man. What's up?
I'm just calling in, share my energy. I didn't really get a chance to watch the show, but I always try to call in because I believe what you got going is healthy for me socially. And sometimes I'll go a whole day, I won't speak to anybody because I can't relate to them. And how you say, like, if you got 2 friends that watch boxing, that's a lot. But right now, we got about 1,000 of y'all listening to me. I'm Esteban from Oregon from Love. And it's like Esteban from Oregon with Love. Excuse me, y'all. I'm just waking up, really. But I want to get my call in and just say, blessings to y'all. I'm so thankful to have brothers. And y'all didn't see me go through it in the border wars, like how CYP saying one of y'all gonna humble him or go try to humble him. Right now, we gotta guilt trip CYP into taking a fight. CYP, I appreciate you. I like listening to you. You actually inspired me to be an entrepreneur, and I'm still on that journey, which is the right journey that we got to take. But you got to do more than talk. I really don't even like when Nestor be quoting Jay-Z because that's all he do is talk. I like to quote Devin Haney, Pernell Whitaker, boxers, where we didn't see these men actually go through something and have to pull themselves up and fight their way out. Jay-Z just be talking his way through life. I can't respect
You
that.
sound like a hater.
It's nice to listen to Nestor, and he got good melody and stuff. But in the ring, there ain't no music, and you just see a
Real life
motherfucker
shit.
moving. Yeah, it's real trauma happening, not no beats and melodies. And that's what I want CYP to go through. At least let us. You done gave us so much of who you are, CYP, your voice, your beliefs. Now it's time for us to really see what's inside of you. It's like all these border wars happening, and you just talking and talking and talking. And that's what we got to guilt trip CYP in. Because other than that, he good energy. He's like he give us confidence just listening to his confidence. And y'all got to respect that. And And just think about that. And the people in the chat, y'all gotta start calling in. Do more than chat. Speak your voice like a man. That's what Ness should do every day. He's also inspiring to me, gave me opportunity to box. And I believe in myself in such a way. Because of Nestor, he gave me that light where I could shine. And I'm just calling in to put in my 3 minutes. It's Esteban from Oregon with Love. I'm going.
You the man, champ. Appreciate you calling in. And once again, that is now the last caller. Nest GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Until the next one, 7 p.m. Eastern. Danny, where can they find you?
Bring Walk Danny and the Boxing Voice. Make sure to check out all the footage, all the content. A lot more to come. And if I must say so myself, I'll be with not. Well, actually, today I'll obviously be, Devin's in the gym. But fuck it, Alicia Bumgardner, she's in the gym too in Vegas. Holding camp, getting ready for her return. So I'll be in the gym with her also. So be on the lookout for lots of footage.
All right, I got King Rari last minute.
Yo, Ness, can you hear me?
Finally up.
Yeah, my bad, bro. But man, I was just saying, man, I just feel like Ryan trying to find himself out here in the world, man, as a boxer and just as a person to compete with the heavy hitters of a Tank and a Devin Haney or even a T.O. or Matias. Like a lot of other boxers are getting a lot of shine that he's not getting. And I think, he's not trying to be considered a TikToker anymore. Because if I ask you a question, Ness, how you feel like you beat Haney? What you gonna say?
How I feel like I beat Haney?
Yeah, how can you feel like someone can beat Haney or Tank or any of these top boxers? Some people you are not gonna have a direct answer to, but when Ryan, everybody say the same thing: left hook, left hook, left hook, left hook. And I think, like I said, Ryan is just really trying to figure out how can he be um a staple in the boxing world and not so much known as a TikToker turned boxer or a boxer that's only has a reputation in the TikTok world and not respecting more of his boxing skills to the standard of a Tank or a Devin. And he just going about it the wrong way. I feel like he don't got enough grounded people in his life to let him know, like, hey, bro, you ain't doing the right thing. Because when you deal with social media, you deal with the fakeness, you deal with the Aiden Rosses or all these other people who on streaming and they get you to do and say stupid things to make money, to get publicity. And yes, sometimes all publicity ain't good publicity. Because even you said with the smoke screen of the the sparring footage, is covering up what his dad said. And you getting the heat off y'all because now a lot of people talking about Floyd. Oh, we don't fuck with Floyd. We hate Floyd. Now you got Bill talking about Floyd. Now you got Devin finally coming out talking about Floyd. And it's like, bro, we get it, but the way you gotta find yourself, you can't do it like this, and you definitely can't do it in front of public because then you're gonna get judged and ridiculed, and it's gonna hurt your mental health even more. So I feel like if he has the opportunity to get out the fight, he is, because he wasn't ready to fight Devin. You feel me? The Rolly thing fell through, so he really hadn't had no choice but to fight Devin, and Oscar wasn't really trying to allow him to fight nobody else but Devin. So I feel like if Ryan loses this fight, I don't think it's gonna be hard for him to get back up on that plateau of a respectable fighter. Because I don't think nobody really gonna start taking him serious to know he gonna be in training camp. He's gonna be doing A, B, C, and D. Because yeah, is you can have somebody on your phone and things like that. But if it's somebody like Tank, cool, we understand. He joke, he talk his shit. Devin too. But we don't really know Ryan for doing the things that he's doing, man. And I think he just going through an identity crisis to be a young man with a major platform in his sport and trying to be the bag collector as what he claims himself to be doing the pay-per-view buy that he did with Tank and trying to do the same thing with Haney. But that's my outlook on it, man. Shout out to you, shout out to Danny, shout out to the whole TPV boxing community, man. Y'all like, y'all subscribe. And shout out to the last caller, because I felt what he was saying about CYP and the back chat and everything else. And Ness, you already know, bro. I respect you a lot for the platform you giving these people, and you doing the damn thing, bro. Like I say all the time, respect to you, respect to Danny, man. Y'all got love from the ATL, New York, West Coast, everywhere, bro. And You keep doing your thing, brother. I'll be tuning in for the afternoon show.
Appreciate you, champ. Till the
Yes, sir.
next
Appreciate it.
episode of Riva Dirch.